Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. We are going to be doing a one-shot on a very fun drow adventure. Now the players will say hello.
It's your boy Dylan. I'm going to be playing our Corridon, the Archmage.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I'll be playing Cazna, the eldest daughter.
Hello, my name is Maci, and I will be playing Shadir, the Drow Priestess.
My name is Brittany, and I'll be playing Nightshade, the Assassin.
My name is Steven, and I'll be playing Talios, the non-copyrighted weaponsmith.
Yes, Steven. Welcome back, buddy. Everybody, trust me.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Everybody missed you. So, in doing a one-shot about drow, which there's a lot of history for, it's really hard to come up with a topic or a quiz that really matches it. So I did come up with one, and it is a true-false quiz, so that's fun. And here's how we're doing the rewards that we do sometimes. The person who gets the most right, and the best one, gets to choose what reward they want. Second place, or, here's the rewards first to last. Inspiration, superior healing potions, greater healing potions, and then just healing potions. But that's not it. For as many as you get right, that's how many potions you get. So, inspiration may end up dead last. If somebody gets like 10 right, they're like, fuck yeah, I want 10 supreme healing potions. Because, believe it or not, I didn't give nobody healing potions, because, you know, lol. So, are y'all ready to see what kind of quiz we're doing?
Yes.
Prepare for Brittany to win. This is a animal knowledge quiz.
Hell yeah.
I feel like you're discluding me too quickly there, sir.
I mean, you know she owns a zoo, right?
I am well aware, yes.
Alright, Dylan, we're starting with you, so I hope you're ready. Remember, these are true or false. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Yes, true.
Yeah. Becca. A cross between a horse and a zebra is called a hobra.
I don't think that's true.
But that feels like something Todd would say just out of the blue.
Yeah,
that's
false.
funny as shit. But you're right, that is false. Maci. A lion's roar can be heard up to almost 5 miles away.
False.
Brittany?
Yep.
It is
Don't know
true.
that loud.
Yeah, no,
I know,
they're
it's
very
crazy.
loud.
What the fuck is this?
Mm.
Brittany.
What's up?
Canis lupus is the scientific name for a wolf.
Canis lupus?
Yeah.
Like ER?
Yeah, you are.
You are? False.
I was sitting here like, I don't know if she's going to know this, but as soon as you said lupus, I was like, yeah, she knows what it's called. That is false. It is lupus.
Yep.
Fucking damn, Brittany. All right. Steven, fish cannot blink.
True.
Oh, yes. Accurate. Dylan. The fuck? Goldfish have a 2-second memory?
False.
Oh. Do you know how long their memory can actually last?
No, I don't remember the exact number.
Until they're flushed. Lol. Alright, just kidding. Sorry. I thought it was funny. Becca. In Finding Nemo, the protagonist is a pufferfish.
False.
Do you know what he is?
Clownfish.
Boom. That is exactly right. Oh my god. Maci? Hippos sweat a red substance.
I would like to say false, but I'm afraid to say that. Because that is oddly specific.
Careful,
I
it
will
almost
say
tricked Brittany.
False.
I also know this
Alright.
one.
I know this one.
So
too.
unfortunately, it is true.
Yep.
What?
It is.
How is it red?
It's pink.
I have no idea.
It's pink and it acts like sunscreen.
Yep.
It's also weird looking.
I have never seen that before.
Alright. Brittany. The first animal sent into space was a monkey.
Ooh. Actually, that's false.
It is. I did not know this. Do you know what it is or what the real answer is?
It wasn't. It wasn't that poor dog.
Oh, those are the Russians, I think.
It was something. I think it was like it was small. I think. I don't think they actually sent like a.
Fruit flies.
Oh, fruit flies. Okay, alright. I remember they sent a
Yeah.
gecko up into space. It came back fine.
Oh.
I know,
That was like-
Yeah,
never did.
19.
Pretty
I know they tried to breed dogs in space. Or frogs, sorry.
The dog
Frog?
never did.
Mm.
Earth. What the? Anyway, that's not the point. Continue.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you did good. Steven. So now we're going to do the best general knowledge quizzes.
Okay.
A is the most common letter used in the English
God
language.
damn it. It's it's E.
Dylan?
Oh boy.
ASOS stands for as seen on screen.
ASOS?
Yep.
I don't fucking remember. I'm gonna say true.
That is actually true.
Oh. Lucky guess.
Sir, sometimes a guess is all you need. Becca.
Yeah.
The Battle of Hastings took place in 1066.
Fucking no. I want to say sure. Yeah, that's when it took place.
Boo! Go back to the
Yeah.
animal one.
No, that's true.
No.
That's such a left field question.
I'm sorry, Maci. Oh, man. Dude, I swear to God, this is not on purpose, but you get some really shitty questions.
Yeah.
Maci, H and M stands for Hens and Horitz. Or, I'm sorry, Moritz.
Okay. Let's just say true.
It is true.
Thank God. These are like oddly specific things that I would question if it is actually true. But because it's oddly specific, I have to say it's true.
Well, let's test that theory. Brittany? In Scrabble, the K is worth 4 points. True or false?
Damn, I haven't played Scrabble in like a couple years. Yes. I think.
That is true.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice. Good guess. Steven,
Yes.
in a deck of cards, the king has a mustache.
Yes. No,
False.
no, he has a beard.
Oh. Aw. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know. You were quick with that, so I'm going to give it to you.
thank you.
All right. Let's see here. Dylan, when the two numbers on opposite sides of dice are added together, it always equals 7.
I don't have dice near me, and I believe that's
I was
false.
looking around also. So it's actually true.
Yep.
Son of a bitch, I don't have any dice near me right now. I'm so upset. I want to see it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's how they're balanced because like the 1 has the least amount of space taken up while the 6 has the most.
That's crazy, though. Becca.
Yeah.
What the fuck? In the English language, there is no word that rhymes with orange.
I don't know, I guess.
That's actually true. Who'da fucking knew?
That door hinge? Hinge?
Single word. Single
Hinge
word.
rhymes with orange. Hinge rhymes with orange.
No, it doesn't.
No, you have to keep in mind that it usually has to be enough of the syllables matched,
Hinge.
which is why door
Orange.
hinge works with orange.
So I think that's more of a slant rhyme. I could definitely see it, and I could definitely see the argument. I think it's more of a slant rhyme,
I
but
don't fucking know.
I don't think it's counting slant
The way
rhymes.
they count it is stupid. So
Well,
that's just because
yes.
the English language.
Somebody email Eminem and ask him real quick. He doesn't respond to my emails ever since they put out that court order. Anyways, so let's move on to film true or false questions.
No,
Oh.
I know nothing about
Oh, wait.
that.
Oh my god, is it Macy's turn?
Yeah.
Maci, true or false? Meryl Streep has won 2 Academy Awards.
False?
It is false. She's won
Thank
3.
God.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
laugh
felt
if
that-
Macy ends up winning.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was actually probably a little bit rude to say. I'm just saying thank God just by the fact that I was not sure what the actual answer was.
Trust me, she's not listening to this. We're good. Oh, fuck me.
How are you saying that some of the viewers is not in fact Meryl Streep? Come on.
Hey, you never know. One of them could be like Obama or something.
Thanks, Obama.
There. If Miss
I
Meryl Streep
got
is
you,
watching,
fam.
I hope she's enjoying.
Anyways, Brittany,
Yes.
I've been spending this time trying to figure out how to say this word or this
Oh.
name, but it's not going to happen. So, Idina Menzel?
Dana.
Adina Menzel?
Yes, that one. Sings Let It Go 20 times and Let It Go from Frozen.
I mean, she says it a lot. It's a very specific number. Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's actually false. She sings it 21 times. That's fucked up.
Oh, well, that's not movie
Damn.
trivia. That's obsession. Who does that?
Yeah.
Somebody spent a lot of
You
time
too
on
many
these
let it
questions.
goes.
Somebody who had daughters that listened to the song nonstop.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
Justin knows. What do you think,
Ugh.
Todd? With his
That's
two little
great.
girls?
Oh, yeah.
How you get your kid to let something go? Just
Steven.
Hmm.
In Harry Potter, Draco Malfoy has no siblings.
Oh, my fiance's gonna kill me. True.
That is right. That is true.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Dylan,
Yes.
don't let your age show here. Cinderella was the first Disney princess.
False.
Do you know who it was?
Snow White or Aurora?
Snow White.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I thought it was Snow White.
Ooh, do you know what year?
It's like
uh,
19, like
63?
30 or 40.
30?
Oh my god, you are so close.
1932?
It's like 19. It's like in the 1930s or 40s.
I think it's like
1937.
1930. Oh, 1937.
Whoa.
Okay.
Ah, you know what, Brittany? If you don't win inspiration, I may give it to you anyways, because that was so damn close. You and Becca, like, I don't know. I'll reward y'all with something. You know what? A thumbs up for both of you. Fuck the other
Yay.
stuff. You don't need no inspiration. You get a thumbs up.
Da, 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 da.
No.
Todd, you gave me the Disney princess question when my family is obsessed with Disney princesses.
Well, they had you.
I know. I'm the prettiest
Becca.
princess.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Walt Disney holds the record for the most Oscars. What the fuck?
False.
That's actually true. He won 26 Academy Awards and was nominated for a grand total of 59. Oh my god.
Now, wait, are we talking about Walt Disney the man or the Walt Disney Company?
Fuck if I know.
Because I'm just like, if it's the company, that sounds a smidgen more blunt. Like, that's a
Oh,
lot.
no. Well, throughout his career, so no, it was just him.
Just to, damn. That's what,
That dude was hustling.
Yeah, no, he was. I knew he was very accomplished. I didn't realize he had so many Oscars.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Maci?
okay, what is it this time?
Emma Roberts is the daughter of Julia Roberts.
False.
That is correct. Julia Roberts is her aunt.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in this family situation stuff.
I don't know. You are now even with everybody else, minus Steven. He's ahead by 1. But only until Brittany's next turn. Oh. Alright, we're moving into TV True and False.
No.
Oh.
Go back to nature. It gets worse for me. I'll stop being so.
This is
Okay,
really
fine,
about to
hit-
get worse. Okay. So,
Hit me with it.
I've never heard of this, so good luck.
Oh god.
Actually, I've never heard of anything in this sentence besides Chicago. Okay.
Oh no.
Sex education star Gillian Anderson was born in Chicago, Illinois.
You've never heard of sex education?
Kill me.
Well, not the show.
True.
It is true.
I was like,
Yeah, you got it.
Whew. All right.
All right, Steven, there are 219 episodes of the show Friends.
Odd.
RMP, Matthew Perry.
I feel like this is another one of those where it's like, no, there's actually 223. I'm gonna say true.
You were actually right the first time. It is false. There are 236.
Yep.
Damn.
I hate the number questions.
All right, we're doing. This is the last round, and then we might have to do some tiebreakers. Dylan, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Drag Race's Michelle Visage is older than RuPaul. I've only heard of this show because of memes. Not gonna
I
lie.
only know who RuPaul is.
Oh,
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Michelle Visage. Oh.
Miss Shelby. True.
It is false. RuPaul is 62 years old and Michelle is 55.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's old apparently. Yeah, he's actually older than I thought he was.
I thought he was like 40, 62?
Mm-hmm. Becca, are you ready?
God damn.
Again, this is it. I've really gotta watch TV. Like, the only thing I know on here is Friends. Alright. Ooh, never mind. I know the last one. Becca. Jordan North won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in 2020.
I've never even heard of that show.
Me neither.
Or who Jordan North is.
There's your answer.
Sure. They
Okay.
didn't win.
Wait, what?
Or they did win. I don't fucking know.
Let me repeat the question. Or say it, man. Jordan North won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in 2020.
Sure.
So true?
Sure.
It was false.
No.
Hey, Maci, if you get this one, you pass it, Becca.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I
Okay.
don't like that one.
No, it's fine. You're the youngest person here. You'll definitely get this. Friends star Lisa Kudrow was originally cast in Frasier.
Don't hate me, but I never watched Friends.
It's too late.
Same.
I'm gonna just straight up tell you that's a lie. You watched it with me.
Wait,
Bum, bum.
we watched The Office together, but we didn't watch Friends.
We've watched Friends together too.
I hope so. Friends is
You
a good
didn't
show.
like it.
How dare you?
I don't remember this at all.
Wow, it's so bad she erased it. It's terrible. I just expected Becca not to
But-
watch it. It's just her.
I'll say
True.
true.
It was true. That's shocking. So apparently she was cast on the show Frasier, but got sacked after just one episode. So, weird. All right, Brittany and Steven, you both need to get these right in order to pull ahead of other people.
Alright.
Brittany,
What?
there have been £7 million. There have been £7 million winners on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I forgot it was UK first.
In pounds?
Yes.
Diabetes.
That's unfair. I don't even know how much that converts. Fine. True.
It is false. There
Damn it.
are actually 6.
Why would you do this? You sabotaged me.
Steven? I guess you might get this. I don't know. All right, here's a bunch of names I'm going to butcher, and I'm sorry. Oh, fuck me. Rob Mickelheining, Charlie Day, Glenn Howerton, Caitlin Olsen, and Danny DeVito all star in the U.S. sitcom It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
So I heard I recognized 2 of the names as people in Sunny, but oh my god. True.
It actually is true. Holy fuck.
Thank you.
Okay, so Steven, that's it. Game over. You got this shit. Shockingly. Do you want inspiration or do you want 5 superior or supreme healing potions?
I'll take the healing potions.
Okay, so give yourself 5 superior healing potions.
I want to say this game was rigged.
Why?
You pinned us
Steven
against
off top of
Steven.
I
Aw,
mean,
thanks, guys.
yeah, learning with Steven, my bad. Okay, Dylan, inspiration or for superior healing, or I'm sorry, greater healing potions.
Well, I mean, I'll take the healing potions. How?
All right,
For superior?
greater.
For greater healing potions.
Yes. Maci? That's weird. Maci. Oh, no offense. Would you rather inspiration or 4 potions of healing?
Inspiration.
All right. Brittany.
But
4 potions of healing.
okay.
Becca,
I get nothing.
you get nothing. You lose.
That's fine.
Good day.
Cool.
I understood that
I'm
reference.
glad.
Thanks.
I
Oh, really? Willy Wonka.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Don't
The
the
old
origin.
one.
Yeah.
G. Wilder.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember that movie.
That's okay.
I've seen
It's
it,
a fun-
It was.
but
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
It's
I love it.
hysterical because the movie was literally just fucking with everybody who wasn't Gene Wilder.
True, yeah.
True.
He's a legend.
I saw this thing where it was the reason why they have not been able to capture the charm of the original Willy Wonka is because at no point in the movie did people know whether or not Willy Wonka was just going to stab someone.
Yeah, that was
Hey.
pretty much the whole vibe of the movie. So
Speaking of stabbing somebody, I'm gonna be right back. Yeah.
My name is Steven, and you're listening to the Dungeon Spade Podcast.
Dark elves. They have many names, and they've been called quite a few. Some of them are drow, deep elves, night elves, under elves, and even the dark ones. And their god, well, one of her favorite quotes is, Loth watches, Loth tests, and above all, Loth consumes. About 30,000 years ago, there was a pantheon of elven gods known as the Sildarin. One of the gods felt her potential was being held down by her lover, Corellon, so she sought to betray him in a string of devious deeds. Her deeds were eventually revealed, and she was banished from the heavens, and as a god. She retained some of her power, but ended up in the abyss. She was trapped in a lair called the Demon Web Pits. After some time and effort, she overthrew the rulers there. She became known as the Spider Queen. During her time there, she watched the spiders of the abyss, a plane of existence populated by demons, and she saw the spiders killing each other until only the strongest survived. This fueled her goals for the Dark Elves she once ruled over. There was a series of elven wars called the Crown Wars. This war stretched to around 3,000 years. It was during the Fourth War that there was a destructive incident that would change the Dark Elves forever. A Sun Elf kingdom used magic to turn a branch of Dark Elves' home into a wasteland now known as High Moor. After this destruction of their home, this branch of Dark Elves turned vengeful, turned evil gods, and they committed such heinous crimes against other elves that all of the elven kingdoms got together to banish them. Through arcane and divine magic, the elves cut the Dark Elves' ties with Corellon and his grace. This drove the Dark Elves underground. It was there that Loth found them again. She used what she had learned in the Abyss and her dark powers to maintain a feeling of vengeance in the Dark Elves. Children of the Dark Elves are taught cruelty, betrayal, and survival and strength from birth. Any child that shows love or kindness is punished, killed, or used as a slave. The drow often take slaves, but love enslaving and killing each other above all. The best thing a female drow can strive for is to kill a more powerful female drow and take what was hers. A male is meant and seen as nothing in drow culture. Loth views men as disgusting, filthy, and far below the life of a female. The women make all the decisions, including mating. Males have no say and no choice. The females decide who they want and when they want them. The Dark Elves do not worship Loth out of love. She does not care about them. They do not worship Loth out of respect. She encourages them to betray each other and kill each other. They worship her for power, and she only grants it to the Dark Elves who are ambitious enough to earn it. Nothing matters more to the Dark Elves than gaining more power. The only feeling closest is the feeling of vengeance for the elves that drove the Dark Elves underground. Not all elves were evil when that Fourth War had happened, but they are now. Dark Elves are not born evil, though. It is ingrained into them, encouraged, taught, and rewarded. As a god from the Abyss, the Dark Elves' only alliance is to demons, and they form very close bonds to them. The Dark Elves you meet today are on such a mission. Loth gives Dark Elves a powerful task in order to test them. If the Dark Elf passes, then they will gain more power and favor with Loth, but if they fail, they will be turned into a Drider. A Drider is a half-elf and half-spider creature that is banished to wander the Underdark forever. This is optimistic. Loth has many other punishments. The average Dark Elf lives between 750 years and 1200 years old. They often have white hair. Their eyes are usually red, lavender, blue, purple, or amber. The skin tone ranges from black to dark blue to gray. They are decently short, averaging between 4.5 feet tall and 5.5 feet tall. They almost never weigh more than 160 pounds. They are light and very dexterous, but like anything else, they can vary wildly in appearance. Typically, the Dark Elves only speak Undercommon and Elvish, but they will speak other languages so that they can take more slaves. They are also famous for having a sign language that all drow know, and this attributes to why they are so hard to spot in the darkness that all drow can see in just fine. Today we find ourselves in the city of Toriana, a drow city about 3 miles beneath the surface world. This is a rather small city with 4 ruling houses. The city itself is a little over 46,000 square feet. The ruling houses belong to Sorezo, Taysith, Vogniet, and Belyavo. While this small city may not boast a large population, it is still about 4,600 drow and 300 slaves. The main trade of the city is the vast supply of herbs and the poisons that were made with them. An entrance further into the Underdark is always nearby and well guarded. The city itself is kept dark minus a few orange globe lights about every 50 feet. This means nothing to the Dark Elves, but it gives slaves light so that they can work, and the gloomy ambience that betrayal means death in the dark. Most of the ruling houses form the 4 corners of the city, minus House Sorezo. In the center of the city is a decently large marketplace with many offerings, and just north of it is the Temple of Loth. This is not the only raised building on a darkstone platform, but it was made to be the highest. There are many small buildings that are carved out in the natural dark stone in the massive cave, and the buildings that needed shaping were built with skilled Duergar, a race of evil dwarves that the Dark Elves often align with or hire. The most prominent buildings, being the houses, are made all differently. In the southeast corner of the city, nestled into the rocks with only one passageway to it, lies the house of Vogniet. They built their house in the shape of a box. In the northeast corner is the house of Taysith. It has no walls, natural or built. They built their house raised up on a platform with a bridge connecting it to the rest of the city. It is built in the fashion of a beehive, but has catwalks circling it on every floor of this 5-story building. On each catwalk, a drow soldier patrols with drow bows, crossbows, and drow poison. In the northeast corner of the city stands the house of Belyavo. On its east side is a solid and high natural forming wall, and on the west side there are 2 separate raising stone walls that often have drow soldiers hidden behind them and watching the pathways. The building itself is shaped and molded like a spider's cocoon, imitating the lifestyle of a spider and the spider queen. The matron mother, Zathrin Belyavo, is known to adhere, enforce, and inflict the lifestyle and teachings of Loth very strictly. The house just south of Belyavo, by just 50 feet, is House Sorezo. They built a high and thick stone wall around their house, but their house is square and short. Drow patrol the walls, and while it has never been said out loud, many believe that they built the house of a cause of fear from House Belyavo and their adherence to Loth's teachings. Behind House Sorezo is a raised altar with stone stairs leading up to it. This altar has only one purpose: sacrifice of life to Loth. It was just 1 hour ago, while shopping for fresh herbs with 2 deep no male slaves and 4 elite drow soldiers, that Cazna, daughter of matron mother Zathrin Belyavo, told her mother of a task she received from Spider Queen Loth. Cazna had not even finished her sentence when her mother looked at the slaves and the soldiers, and then started walking home at a brisk pace. Cazna, confused or annoyed, hung back a little. When she arrived home, the doors were shut and locked, and all the drow soldiers that were usually outside were now inside. Cazna stood at the door, left outside, but with a few companions and a task. Cazna and the rest of you, as you stand outside this building, who do we see?
I'll go first. One of the people you see is a kind of a hunched over, kind of looks like a mad tinkerer. You see just swords that are loosely tied to places on his waist and stuff. There's no sheath. They're kind of just dangling there. So, beware if he decides to get into ballet. He has hand crossbows that are attached to his wrists. That it's kind of like the Assassin's Creed wrist blade, but it shoots. Also, he makes no attempt at hiding them. I'm actually going to give myself disadvantage on stealth checks because nothing's in a sheath. It's all kind of just dangling there, and it's all clinking about. It's like chimes of murder.
That's awesome. Chimes of murder. I like that.
I can go next. My character is sort of pulling the usual classic rogue fare of shrouded in a cloak, like a very, very dark blue, with the stitching of her house symbol in the corners of it. She actually has a piece of cloth that's covering the bottom part of her face, so all you can see is her eyes and her hair, white hair that's been tied back into a ponytail. Without the cloak, she has her short sword that is very unlike the other guy. All of her weapons are very tightly strapped to the sides. Short sword on one hip, hand crossbow on the other. Everything is very tight. Everything is very form-fitting, so she can stealth without having to worry about clanking around.
You see a drow, smaller, normal-sized drow elf. She's got a very ornate plate armor on. It's black with various engravings in it to make it look super fancy. She's got a mace and a shield, and she's wearing kind of almost like a longer skirt over some pants. Very high class looking lady.
Dylan, Maci.
Kind of a little bit in the back, you will see a kind of a slightly paler skin, gray skin, and she's wearing a black dress that goes down to her ankles, and kind of a dark gray shawl over her head to her shoulders that drape down a little bit. Mostly covers her hair, besides a few strands that are sticking out from the sides. And she has kind of like a trying to remember what exactly they are, but they're kind of like those little crown things, but they're along your forehead.
A circlet.
Yes. With a whip kind of looking weapon on her side.
I guess one final person. Standing further behind, kookily looking at his glowing runes and an image falsified in his hand, a much taller than average drow who stands about 6 feet tall, very scrawny and lanky, who's wearing a simple vest coat, simple pants, and a pair of nicely tied boots. His arms are completely exposed, and all over them are the scribblings and carvings of runes that just encompass his entire body. They all glow with a sickly purple energy, as do his piercing eyes, atop his head, and his face. More runes show, and his hair is neatly striked upwards with probably some spider silk. Who knows what they use down here?
So behind all of you, I will say also is a gentleman wearing brown, very dark brown leather armor, and he has 2 short swords on him, and a hand crossbow on his left wrist. He's got very blue skin, dark lavender eyes. He's bald, just wearing a helmet, a little bit of metal in it, mostly black leather. And he looks like he's attached at the hip to Cazna, but when he sees the doors locked, he just kind of sighs and looks at the ground. But you guys find yourselves outside of Cazna's home. Cazna... So I'm just kind of going to roll over what you guys know. So don't worry about shopping or anything. Like, anything that comes up while you're in the Underdark. Like, because you guys live down here. You know what's up. So if you will need any supplies, I'm just going to say you have them. So don't worry about shopping for stuff like that. But what would you like to do?
Did I tell them about the dream I had?
I don't know, did you?
I don't know.
Is that something you would share?
Probably.
Okay. I mean, you're going to have to tell them because they really don't know, but...
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here.
Playing with
So
my
I
illusion, I am.
So I had a dream from Loth that I am supposed to travel through the Underdark in an untraveled tunnel system to find a ritual site.
Oh, is that what all these supplies are for?
Yes.
Do
Wonderful.
we know what ritual we're doing? You're doing? Forgive me.
I have a small understanding of what I need to do. I know that it's a place where a battle once took between Loth and the Giants.
I believe we have everything. Shall we move?
On your orders, milady.
I go where instructed.
Yes, you do.
Oh, you best as well.
Right.
And
Alright, let's
this-
move.
The stream, you believe it was from Loth, correct?
Do you question
Of
her?
course.
No. Just making sure.
Did you have anything else to add, dear priestess?
No, carry on.
Okay.
Yes, those
Let
kinds
us-
of birds are always helpful.
I was thinking of a bard's tune. I killed that bard. This sword was his. His name was Jeremy.
Was he the one who screamed the loudest last time?
Ooh, his vocal cords were so well worked.
Oh,
Oh, how sweet of you to
think I
remember.
heard.
So, you guys are kind of...
Moving on.
You guys are kind of...
crazy.
Yeah. So there are many entrances to the Underdark to go further down in this city. Like I said, but you guys are currently kind of on the northeast side of the city. There is a well-traveled and well-guarded entrance to the south side of the marketplace where you guys were previously at a little bit ago. And then on the southeast side of the city, there's more of just tunnels that were made by creatures and animals and dwarves a long time ago that you guys just use to go, we'll use the word farm. But which way would you like to go?
So, is it like a left or a right situation, or?
Sure. Well, one is guarded, well maintained, well manicured. The other one's just all natural, and you're not
okay,
200% sure what's down there as you go.
Okay. All right.
I would advise we take the less shrouded path because, as we know, I'm very bad with quiet.
As much as I loathe to agree with him, that would be my advice as well. But it is the lady's orders.
Ah, yes, of course. What say thee, my lady?
She's here. She's thinking.
He's actually just having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, right.
It's fantastic that her 2 male cohorts are insane.
I was gonna play more like neutral evil, but I'm enjoying this.
I'm
Poor
just
Jeremy.
loving the cackling maniacs.
Also, the weird agreement circle that we put ourselves in.
Already make me think of like Frankenstein, like the whole like assistant to the man that created Frankenstein, like just arched back and all like rubbing their hands together, one eye larger than the other.
Igor?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love that.
Uh,
Oh
Just
boy.
two Igors.
Lady Cazna.
Well, I know that we need to get to where Loth fought the giants. So, what would be the pathing to get there?
We're located within our fine districts. If it's been charted, then the most traveled path would know.
So I think the oldest person here is probably Talios. He's been through a lot, seen a lot, has a lot of experience. But also, our Corridan is the only one who's traveled well outside this area. But this is a place that has not been visited in hundreds of years. Like, it's not places that people go because while you guys live in the Underdark, there are a lot of other things that live in the Underdark, and a lot of those consider drow good snacks. So this is it's not exactly like you go down there on a Sunday walk with your lover. So, you know, staying close to the entrances, relatively safe. There's lots of guards, it's well patrolled. But once you get past the guards and past the populated area, it's like, oh no, what are we gonna find?
I believe we'll be finding Shark's Swamp.
Exactly.
Fair.
Okay.
I think we should stay on the safe path until we can't any longer and then head down more. Keep our resources used to a minimum.
As you wish.
Following your orders.
Whatever you say.
Yes. So,
And we will do that.
Yeah.
We will, in fact, do that.
so you guys go past the little market area, the market district, with just people selling shit, and it's just a square area. You go through the stairs; they're pretty wide, but you go down steps there, and the lights start to be less, like the little orange globe lights. They're not really there much because it's kind of like we don't want slaves going this way. I mean, drow don't mind if the slaves escape going into the Underdark because it's kind of just funny. Because it's like, well, let's see if they live. Let's see how they do. And then when you hear the screams of terror, you're like, nope, they didn't do it. But at the same time, slaves are money. Slaves are, you know, less work that the drow have to do. So you don't want to lose them all. So this is a way of kind of deterring, we'll say the word people, because I feel like I've used that word a lot, from coming this way. So as the globes stop, you can see just fine that there are stairs leading down, and there's a bit of a guard post built here. It's a wall with 2 rooms on either side for, you know, drow guards to sleep, keep their weapons, keep food, stuff like that. And then between there is stairs that go downward. And as the stairs go downward, they become less technical, less clear cut, less clean cut, and become more of just the natural stone, to where it's almost like you're just stepping down on stones instead of stairs. And you will see drow guards. I'm sorry, most of you will see a drow guard. Some of you have a not great passive perception, so you're just kind of like, it's kind of chilly. But the drow guards that are down here, they will nod or bow their heads in respect. They will not look at the women in the eyes. They will look the men in the eyes with respect, but they will not look at the women at all. They just bow their heads and look at the ground. But they will stay still. None of them move as you pass by. Almost all of them have weapons out. And as you get down here, you can see a light stream kind of going through the rocks to your right as you go down this downhill slope. But it's not a deep angle, it's just a slight angle. but you still can feel yourself going deeper beneath the surface. And after about an hour of doing this, that's when the patrol stop, the guards stop. There's no more drow. Like, there is no more life down here. Like, it's just you now. It's just Cazna and her band of merry adventurers. That's not true. We're going to use the word advisors. But, so you go through this little area that's about 15 feet wide, and you get to this wide open, kind of last-ditch effort of, we're going to use the word civilization before you get into the unpatrolled Underdark. And the walls and floors are made out of kind of like a deep rock, or a deep red rock, and the temperature in the climate is very cold. It's bearable, but as long as you don't try to camp here. Like, this isn't kind of like a long rest type area. And you don't see, like, any kind of streams of water. There's no rivers, no water, no nothing. So if you get thirsty here, you're either going to have to search out for some kind of, like, Underdark plant that you might be able to get some water from, or make do with what you got on you. But you can see that this area was kind of a recent scene of a bloody battle, and amidst the decaying carnage is a dead carrion crawler, which is just a large beetle. It's got like bug eyes, and it's very slick and slimy, and it's about 3 feet long. It's tan color. But down here, you can see there are some deep rothae down here, which are just like Underdark cows. They have like ram horns, but they're fat, large, and delicious. Yeah. Brittany, do you know what they are?
Yes.
Yeah, they're I'm not going to use the word adorable, but they are just like Underdark cattle. They're pretty fun.
Delicious meat.
Yeah. Who's got the highest passive perception?
I've only got 12.
So probably not you.
Yeah.
Mine's a 15, so no.
And mine is a 15.
Mine's 16.
18.
Oh. I apologize. I should have known the priestess had the biggest. Or best. Whoops. Alright. So 18. Alright. And how do you guys want to travel from here on out? Like, are you just like, we're going, we got somewhere to be, let's go? Or are you like, we're in the Underdark, we're alone, let's stealth our way, or just slow pace? Like, if you stealth your way through, you'll be a lot slower, but you'll have the jump on things that are not themselves stealthed. And you still might, because passive at 18. But if you're just like going slow, then you'll be cautious, you'll see traps, you might see things ahead of time. And if you're going at normal pace, well, you know, you just take the wheel.
I would advise stealth.
All
Anything
right.
could be down here.
Yeah.
There's a great many things down here.
Stealth sounds cool, but I am in plate armor.
And I am in sword armor.
And I like to make things go boom.
If it,
Well,
If-
that thing there, I'm assuming there's no chance we're going to be able to do stealth.
if it would please the lady, I can scout ahead.
That works.
Very well.
Oh, most gracious.
Okay.
You're so kind.
So then going forward, Nightshade will be out
Yeah.
by herself, and everybody will be in slow while she's leading, going stealth, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I assume. Yes.
Yep.
So Nightshade, if you would please roll a stealth check as you move ahead, and it would not be able to tell you if you get a natural one.
First roll of the. Let's see
This sounds
how this goes.
foreboding. I'm enjoying it.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
We can roll in here, right? It works. It works.
Yeah.
I see how it works. There we go. 17.
No, all right, not bad, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
All right. So I will say this: as you go into this large room, Miss Shadir, I'm gonna refer to you a lot about the stuff because you have the highest passive. So everybody, this room is 170 by about 150 feet. Like, it is a large cavernous area. There is a way to go to your right. It's pretty large. It is still slightly a decline. You can feel it just barely as you walk, but because you walk everywhere you go, you can feel the movements in the earth. Or not earth, but world. Hey. And it's about a 50-foot wide entrance into the, like, ongoing to the next area. Or to the south of you, there's actually 2 different entrances that might loop around to the same area. But, you know, it's about a 40 feet wide, and the other one's about 30 feet wide. But, oh, fuck, already. Cardira? Is that right? Shadira. Damn it.
Yeah. What?
Alright, Shadira. You can see that to the, ahead of you, to the left, kind of southeast of you. Well, if you were looking at a top-down map. Oops. Okay, so ahead of you to the left, you can actually see that there are one of these deep rothe that seems to be laying on the ground. And you can just barely see maybe something gray sticking up out of it. But whether you make that your business or not, or just want to everybody stay away from it, that's up to you. Do you want to share this?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, if you don't mind my intrusion, she's gonna point over to the cow road thing. Roth?
Rothe?
Yeah,
Roth.
Rothe, yeah. That thing. There is something that is sticking out of it. It's up to you whether or not you want to inspect it, but personally, I would just try to play it carefully.
Cazna will smile and she'll look at Kenzar and be like, go look at that.
You pass your persuasion check. He just kind of looks at you and looks over there at this dead, large cattle creature. And you just hear this very slight sigh. And he goes, "Yes, my lady." And he walks over there. He's going to stealth before he goes, though. So I need to find his character sheet that I've already lost. Oh my god, there's so many tabs. Alright.
Forgot about my cannon fodder.
Oh, he does pretty good. Okay. So he goes, you see him slink behind this rock column, and then he kind of stays aside of it as he goes very quietly. And you know he's there, so you can hear each and every footstep because there is no noise in this place. Like, the Underdark is very dark, it's very lonely, it's just a constant silence and stillness in the air. And so you can hear all the crunching of his footsteps, as light as they are, until he's about 30, 40 feet away. And as he moves closer, you see him stop, look for a little bit, and then turn around and come back to you. And this dude rolls so gosh darn good. He comes back to you and he says, "My lady, there is some type of creature attached to the Rothe. If I was to describe it, I would do it thusly. It has leathery type wings, but all the way around it, as if it flies and floats. It has these tendrils that look like are coming out of the bottom of it, and it has many yellow eyes circling its speared head."
Ew.
Agreed.
Do I see Nightshade, or has she disappeared?
Nobody sees
I stealthed
Nightshade.
away.
Do I recognize
Actually-
the description?
Make a nature check, arcana check, make whatever check you want, but I would do nature. The only one who sees Nightshade is Shadir.
26.
Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, you know exactly this. So this is a dark mantle. It is just a small, monstrous creature that kind of floats its way around the Underdark very slowly, very casually. They don't give a fuck. They will latch onto things and then just slowly crush them, and then suck their innards out through the tendrils up under them. You know to be aware of a couple of things. They have blind sight because they use echolocation. So being invisible or being stealth won't really matter as long as they're moving and making noises, but only if they're making noises. And you know that if they remain still long enough, they are invisible or indistinguishable from a cave formation like a stalagmite or a stalactite. And you also know that they have been known to actually be able to cast magical darkness around them to escape bad situations or to latch onto creatures and prey.
And you called it what?
A dark mantle.
Don't worry about the creature, madame. It's only a dark mantle. It seems to be feasting.
We'll be able to pass it without problems.
As long as it feasts, it has a low likelihood of letting go. It's found its prey.
What was your check?
26.
You know they have a passive perception of 10. You're fine.
We can meander around it if you wish. It won't bother us.
All right. Well, we'll take it slowly around it and try not to startle it. But let's just move on.
Yes, it can do that magic darkness, you know, the bastardized darkness. I don't want to deal with that.
Alright, so did y'all want to go to that big-ass entrance to your right? That was about 70 feet. Or do you want to go just straight ahead, 40 foot, keeping to the right of the feasting dark mantle?
I wouldn't go near that thing. I'd go around.
Yeah, I want to go around it as well. Is the opening look like it leads down?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm so bad at these.
You can ask somebody to look for you if you want.
If you want, I
Shadir.
could.
Yeah, Shadir. Check to see if that cave goes down.
Very well, ma'am.
Shadir, if you would please. You move over a little closer to it and make a perception check as you look to see if it goes down.
Oh. 10.
A 10! I mean, y'all are supposed to be going down. It's the Underdark. It's... Sure. It's gotta be going down. I mean...
Well, unfortunately I can't see much, but it seems like it does.
Watching from the shadows, kind of taking notes. Looking at Cazna, scribbling something down on like a little piece of parchment, folding it up and putting it in my pocket.
Well, does the other path look like it's been traveled before? Like it's
make a
maybe
survival
like
check.
A regular... Oh, yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Is that just my modifier?
Do you have survival?
I don't.
Okay, then, yeah, it'd be just wisdom. Well, D20 and add wisdom.
Oh, I thought it was intelligence.
Well, why you gotta make me second guess myself? Now I gotta look.
Well, I was just... Oh, no. You're the DM. If it's wisdom, you say it's wisdom. I'll roll with wisdom.
I am pretty dag-nabbing sure it's wisdom.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me find...
Survival is wisdom.
Thank you.
It is wisdom? Okay.
It is
for
wisdom.
some
I
reason
play a
thought-
ranger.
How dare you make
I
me
thought
doubt
it was-
myself?
I'm thinking of nature. Nature's an intelligence check.
Yeah, that
Stupidly.
sucks. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Too many D's. 9.
These nuts?
Yeah,
Sounds like a frat party.
kill him.
I have to leave that in because you said it when you said your dice roll. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
So with a 9, you're looking at the ground. I mean, it's like it's a rock. If somebody made a track, they'd have to be real heavy. And you're kind of looking to see if there's any dust or dirt moved, and you're like, I don't fucking know.
Well, this is a great start.
All right, to the cave. Open
A
it.
wise choice, my lady.
As you wish.
I'm going
Why the
to
fuck do
be.
they talk so much?
I'm going to be still stealthing.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for anything inconspicuous, any sort of danger whatsoever. But I am going to still remain in stealth mode as we make our way down. I am watching.
All right. Make a perception check.
Indeed. 14.
So you don't really see anything. As you go ahead of them, going to the next area, you can see that there are, the walls and the floors are made of kind of like a speckled tan and gray rock. But you can see it's not as cold as it was in that first area. With the 70-foot opening, there might have been a draft or something coming through there. But this place, the climate's kind of mild, and it could be a place to rest should you need it. Long or short. Not that y'all do short rests, but it's possible. And again, you don't see any kind of water. It's not an issue now, but you know, if you wanted to try to look for a plant or something like that, etc., you could. But no, it's just fine. You want to keep going?
I don't give any signals.
Well,
you said
nobody.
that Shadir is the only one who could see me. You said.
Yep.
Okay, just double. I'm gonna clock that, double check, make sure she's my line to Lady Cazna. So.
All right. So you signal her to move ahead.
Yep, signal her. Everything's good.
All right.
Got those ninja hand signs that I can.
Yes.
Well,
No, go ahead.
so I see what Nightshade like is giving you okay, right?
Yeah, I'm giving the okay.
She'll turn to Cazna. Nightshade said it's okay to continue.
All right, then let's go forward.
All right. So you guys keep traveling down this area for about an hour and a half. There's no problems, nothing like that. You just move forward. You can feel the same kind of climate and everything. However, Nightshade, you are startled by a commotion of... Thank you. Perfect roleplay. By a commotion of people running into the area in front of you. And you can see they stop when they see you. But you see that they are 18 middle-aged Myconids, Kutos, and gold dwarves. Miners. But you can see that they are barely clothed, some still bearing the ropes and shackles of recent enslavements, and you hear shouts coming from further behind them, and so they stop, and you see people walking up beside them and around them, and you can see that they are led by a Dirigar in plate, and you can see there are 2 soul blades around them, which are just... people with like psychic blades. They've been tortured and trained to use these. You see one hammer, which is just a weird looking Dirigar in like a plate looking armor, but one of his hands is cut off and replaced with like a mining pick forever. You see one mine master, which is just their way of calling... it's like their way of calling their poisoner. He's basically a Dirigar poisoner, if you were to put him in a class. And you see there are 2 stone guards, which are just, like their type of warriors. And you see that there is one Zororn, which is... it's their fire guy. He's like an inventor for them. He's kind of their technology person. He might be the most interesting out of them, to me at least. He does wear plate armor. And he has a weapon, but it seems slightly changed, like some kind of clockwork or something technology. But you can see it's fire coming off of it, and you can see fire spurting out of it every now and then. And then they are circling this group of slaves, and you know that you can either help the slaves run, you can persuade them to stand and fight their captors, you can leave them to their fate, or... as proper drow, you can buy them. Do you want to tell anybody to hold up? Do you want to wave everybody forward and then kill the Dirigar and take the slaves for yourself? Do you want to free the slaves? What do you want to do? What are you thinking? Right now, everything's on your shoulders, so that's fun.
So, you said that the guy with the hammer for like a hand and stuff, that was a slave or a captor?
It was a captor, a Dirigar hammerer. Yeah.
A man after my own heart.
We don't see them, I don't think.
Damn it, never mind.
It depends on how long it takes.
Dream.
I'm the only one who sees them. This.
Well, because you're ahead of everybody, so in a little bit they're going to
Okay.
catch up to you and see. But for now, you're ahead of them.
Okay, alrighty. I'm sort of watching this transpire. I blink slowly, kind of like, huh, okay. And they aren't. Cazna is. I'm sorry, not Cazna. Shadir, she's not within my line of sight, is she?
She will be in a second, and you know this group is moving slower than y'all because it's a group of people being forced to move, so it's just slow to move.
Okay, alrighty. I'm going to backtrack just a little bit, so I can essentially signal to Shadir that there are people ahead, and to be ready for that. And then I'm going to actually take out my crossbow, load it to be at the ready.
Okay.
Shadir is gonna stop and hold up her hand as like signaling to stop. There's people ahead of us.
Oh.
I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna like be like, oh, I should be more specific and say myself. I'm going to essentially hold up as many fingers, like, how many people there are, and then sort of think to myself, how can I say that the majority of them are slaves without saying it out loud?
I kind of like to think that
Damn it,
you're
I wish I had
standing here watching Shadir, just waiting for her to relay.
yeah,
what
like-
she-
Nice.
Shadir's
damn
just
it.
like looking at Nightshade, like tilting her head, while Nightshade's like trying to figure out how to signal stuff.
Exactly, like, damn it, I wish I got a sending stone for her. Wait, do I thought it was just for the hold on, let me make sure I'm not being
Our
stupid.
forward is going to point and he's going to cast message at
Okay.
Nightshade.
You can't see her. Well, actually, make a perception check. I'm sorry. You know she's ahead
Nope.
of you. You know she's up there doing something.
I have a passive 15, but I can make one real quick.
That does not beat or meet her stealth check.
Boo. No, it's not.
Come on, roll high. 13. No, even worse.
All right.
I'm too good.
Yeah, you don't see her.
He's going to like gently walk near Shadir. Madam Shadir, do you know where Nightshade is? If you can't communicate well, I could help with that.
So Nightshade's just like, kind of like just up in front of us, probably higher up, right?
Yeah, doing like weird hand signals that like I was definitely trained in like, assassin school, but you people have no idea what any of this means.
Exactly.
She's gonna point over at Nightshade, still with a very confused expression. She's over there.
Can you please be a bit more specific? I can't quite see her.
In front of us. A little bit higher to the right.
With her gesturing towards her,
Sure.
can I see?
Yeah, you can just kind of barely make out the silhouette of this person who you don't want watching you.
He's going to point at her. Is she within 120 feet of me?
I would be that far, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Nightshade, you're going to hear in your head, sorry for the intrusion, ma'am, but we're having a hard time understanding you from what Shadir has on her head.
Do you not understand she doesn't get my hand stick? Okay, fine.
She's a priestess.
I suppose so. Very well then. There are many slaves up ahead. It seems like some Duragar are either wrangling them up or moving them elsewhere. It's a little bit hard to tell. But it should be known Lady Cazna should prepare for some sort of social interaction.
Of course, I'll inform them immediately.
Thank you.
He's going to turn and he's going to bow. Madam Cazna, Nightshade has seen some Dwergar, either ushering or capturing or whatever they might be doing, with a group of slaves. She warns to be ready for a social interaction of a sort.
Ugh, okay.
Oh, I do love social interactions.
Oh, so that's what she was trying to do. I thought she was trying to start some ritual that I had no idea about.
That's why I don't like anything that isn't runic. He kind of just rubs his arms that have all these carved runes.
Oh,
They're so much easier to remember. Especially after you carve them in yourself.
David and Dylan, you sound like two Disney villain sidekicks, and I love
we
it.
do.
It's almost like you're having a conversation with yourself.
I know, right? I'm like two Disney villain sidekicks. I'm like, what is this? I love it.
The little dude from Hobbit.
We're the two devils from Hercules.
I love them, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Pain and Panic. I love it. Oh man. All right, continue.
All right. So, Cazna, do you want to go forward? Do you want to wait for them to pass? Do you want to everybody stealth and prepare to kill them and take the slaves? Do you want to free the slaves? It seems right now the choice is yours. Or do you want to buy them?
At the moment, I am more focused on the ritual given from the dream from Loth. So I don't really want to take and get slaves when traveling with a small group is more efficient. So we'll wait for them to pass, but we'll be ready in case they try to fight us. But I would like to ask them for information, because if they're coming from that way, they can give us a little more details of what's that way.
Okay. So do you want somebody to go up and talk to him, or do you want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
But we'll wait for them to pass. That way we can ready anything that needs to be readied. We'll have the advantage
All right.
if a fight does break out.
So you relay this to our Corridan. He whispers it or sends it in a message to Nightshade, and she responds. You guys wait. Nightshade lets you know
Got my
when they
crossbow at
pass.
the ready in case.
Yes, she randomly shoots one of the slaves.
No,
and
I didn't say that now. I did.
she does it for the lols. No. Okay, so
She
eventually
does
they
it for
pass.
the Wolf.
Well, I want to get to a point where they'll pass us so we can ask them
Okay.
stuff.
So yeah, you can move up to Nightshade. Nightshade, do you want to come out of the dark, or do you want to stay there just in case with your crossbow ready?
I'll stay with my crossbow ready. The element of surprise in case they try to pop off.
So they will not see 5. They will see 4 dark elves, and none of them can see you. I'm gonna make sure. So that's an 11. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 7 passive perception. Poor buddy. That's another 10. Did I check you? Ooh, this guy's got a 12. Hey. Alright, so yeah, they definitely don't know you're there. They're not too good at seeing shit. That's why you're the drow and they're the evil dwarves.
I'm stealthy.
Yeah. Alright, so Cazna, you walk up with your entourage and you wait for them to pass. And they see you and they make eyes. Like, the Durgard don't follow drow society. So they do look you in the eyes as they pass by. But they kind of like slowly pass by, like make a wide berth, moving in front of you from your left to your right, with across this 80-foot cavern in front of you. It's about 110 feet from like one side to the other. It's just a big circular kind of cave. Same thing, just kind of the dull red and orange rocks as you move through here. And you can kind of smell in the air that it seems like they had a fire recently from where they came from. Like maybe they just made camp there or something like that.
I'll do like that little flirty wave, you know, where they kind of like trickle their fingers down their hand at the guy with the hammers.
He smiles at you. I kind of want to send you a picture, but also I don't want to, because this is fun. So, yeah, he's got like a claw and a hammer and a pick, and he has this like long, scraggly gray beard and a bald head, and he has just pupilless white eyes, and he's looking at you, smiling. And he's just like,
oh, I want to spend so much time in a smithy with that one.
Control yourself.
he like slows down a little bit, and one of the stone guards passing by she bumps into him, and he just looks at her and looks back at you, and then keeps walking, kind of like sad looking.
Oh, God, I wouldn't know how to get their attention.
No, they do see you. They just don't want to talk to you. It looks like they're not like, "Hey, neighbor." They're just kind of like, "You stay on your business, we'll stay on ours."
I hate to interrupt all of you, but I have a quick question.
They stop, and the one in the front with the plate armor, the shield, and you can see he's got a hammer. They all stop, but he just kind of raises a gauntleted fist, and they all, you hear kind of stop at the same time, the halt, and he just looks at you curiously. You can only see it's like a little Y in his helmet to show just his mouth, nose, and eyes, and he raises an eyebrow looking at you. "How can I help you, drow?"
We're trying to go towards the middle of the Underdark. We're just trying to find the best passage down. The way you came, is that alright?
No, the way I came, that is just a place where we made camp. We ate there, and then we're moving on. But the middle of the Underdark, that's a weird thing to look for.
True.
Are you lost, dear?
I wouldn't say lost as more of a... just trying to get a sense of where I'm going.
He smiles, and he raises his hammer in the direction he's going. That'll take you straight down further. We'll be going to the left, 'cause we aren't trying to die today. But if you need somewhere to go, you can come with us. We can all use yours hands. A couple of them laughing. It's kind of like,
Yeah, no. So, which way did you say to go down?
He points his hammer straight ahead. You can see that there is a very large opening to your right going further in. But you can see to the right and ahead of you, there are two more passageways, which he kind of gestured towards when he said he was going that way, because he's not trying to die. So if you keep going straight, the way he raises his hammer and towards the large opening, then you'll be going, in his words, deeper into the Underdark. Or to the middle of the Underdark.
Got it. So, good, thanks. Oh, wait, I want to make an insight check to make sure he's not lying.
Okay, go ahead. Make an insight check.
I'm pretty decent at these.
Yeah? You got this. I believe in you.
I don't. 30, that was a natural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
He is telling you the truth. The Dirigar believe the drow are liars, deceivers, killers, assassins, everything like that. He's assuming that he could lie to you, but if he did, his life would be forfeit. And he knows y'all are tricksters, so you could just be doing this as a test to see if he would lie to you.
Oh, we know which way we're going. Thank you so much.
He smiles. He raises his hammer again towards Shadir. How much for that one?
Excuse you.
Excuse?
I am not for sale.
Okay. Good day.
I was about like quietly, like aiming my crossbow at that guy, like. Ooh.
She's gonna like look down at him with a disgusted face and just like.
He looks up at you.
Or carry on with Cazna.
He smiles, his 3.5-foot self, and you can see he's got like 4 missing teeth in the front, black, yellow teeth, and he's just like, hey, hey, hey. But he does look like a seasoned man, so there's that. Hey.
Disgusting.
So as they start walking again, the hammer hangs back a little bit, kind of looking over at Talios, and then like looks back at the slaves and his fellow Dirigar and starts walking again. I'll see you later.
Oh, I did look forward to that so much. In Talios' head, he was willing to trade Shandir for the two of them.
That sounds like an even trade.
Ow.
Shadir, I will send you your new character. No.
You're now a bald dwarf.
Yes, a hammer.
And you have to talk like, well, I'm going to be a big guy now.
Yeah. Your intelligence will be a 5, so enjoy that life.
Wait, does that mean they can't actually talk?
He could talk, he just
that
can't read.
sounds about the same intelligence that I have. So,
What?
Did you just say that about yourself?
no.
Maci.
I was about to
Oh.
say same.
Whoa. Jesus, guys! Come on! Damn. Alright, Nightshade. Get the fuck
We
on.
love ourselves that much.
And as the Dwergar are leaving, Corridon is just playing with a specific rune on his left arm that keeps flaring up as he taps it. If you want, madam, I could just incinerate them all for that insult.
Oh, do spare the hammers at least.
Wait, were
I
you
don't care
saying
about the
what?
man behind them, just I want the hammers.
I could
I
do
was-
that.
Shadir was the one offended. That's up to her.
Hey, leave it for now. But next time, please do.
Of course.
I could hear the torn personality in Maci right there. She was like, I really want to kill these people, but I'm too nice.
Corridon keeps tapping at the fire rune on his left arm as it keeps spurting out small purple flames,
Weirdos.
waiting for his chance.
I will say, she is holding the, like, I'm just gonna say it's a whip, because that's practically what it is. She's holding the whip very tightly, wanting to smack them, but holding herself back because she doesn't want to put Cazna into any unnecessary danger.
Yeah. Alright, Nightshade, you start slinking. Do y'all want to just start moving on again as you see them go almost straight
Yeah.
ahead? Because they turn to their left and start going down that passageway. None of them look back. You feel like they're afraid, but they're not going to show it. You don't show weakness to the drow. Everybody knows that's a big no-no. So if they look back, they're going to consider themselves dead. All right. So going now, the red kind of orangish rock turns into like this deep orange, glowing rock every now and then from these funguses with the slanted gray stone deep beneath them. And you can feel the decline here. Like there's no checks necessary. So he was indeed not lying to you. But it is a pretty long walk. It is quite a few hours later before you eventually... Nightshade? What's your passive perception?
12.
12? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's not great.
You know what? Not with that
Yeah.
talk, but you got this. I believe in you all the time. There is nothing that can stop you. You are a boss, lady. Not today. Okay. So, you hear in your head.
Yes.
I expected you to see him. I thought, no, there's your conversation. Okay, so you hear in your head, what is your purpose? And just this kind of dull, mundane voice.
I freeze. My party is within, well, more, I guess, like, Shadir's within my line of sight, right?
I would say you'll stay at about 115 feet apart. I mean, that's essentially up to you, but I say 115 feet because you could see 120 feet, so this would give you a chance to react, them to see it, blah, blah.
Alrighty. If I am within Shadir's line of sight, I will hold up my hand to stop. Replying to that voice. We are on a... Ooh, hold on, I can do this. I'm trying to think of the words for it. We're on a covert mission, just passing through.
Do you mean that?
Well, I have no idea who I'm talking to, so yeah, just...
If you want to, at this time, since you are aware that somebody is aware of you, if you want to make a perception check to try to find them, you can.
Yes. I
Not
would
gonna
love to
lie,
do that.
rolled pretty good.
All right, I would love to do that because I'm just like, yeah. My perception's not great. Da 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 da. My perception's not great. Damn it! I can't type it in right. My perception's not. Oh damn! Natural 20 with a 22.
Okay.
Damn.
Let's go.
Ah yes.
Okay, so he actually got a 20 on his stealth, so I'm gonna
Nice.
describe something fun for you.
Okay, cool.
So you see ahead of you to the right a little bit, kind of on this ledge looking down at you, you see a purple four-legged body resembling that of a wingless dragon, but with a vaguely humanoid torso, head, and arms in place of a dragon's head. Its eyes are like a milk white, and it has no mouth. And its skin is studded with like bright crystals that pulse with like psychic energy, and it is purple. The purple crystals, purple skin. I mean, it's purple as fuck. But you
Stare
can now
right at it.
see. Yeah, you're both looking at each other.
Stare right at it. And then I'm going to I'm definitely gonna like if Shadir didn't catch my stop signal before, it is now like an urgent like no stop. Like, stop. And then now that I have a line of sight on him, I'm going to think it again, maybe see if the I guess telekinetic link is still a thing. And I will say, "Who are you?"
Fuck, I didn't give him a name. You're gonna hear this mundane, plain voice in your head. Charles. Charles the guard.
The guard. Are we trespassing onto someone's territory?
He says, yes. You are encroaching on a lair that my master is building.
And who is your master?
Make a persuasion check.
Alrighty. 18.
Alrighty. He kind of studies you for a second, looks around, sees that you're alone, and then says, Vinkoth, the amethyst dragon.
Right. Forgive me. I did not know that we were, and I point down the road that we are currently traveling. And I point, and I politely ask, is further down this road his territory?
He kind of shakes his head no. Up to your right, slanting more towards the surface, is the territory and lair of my master. But you plan to go deeper.
That is the plan. So we shouldn't be encroaching on your master's territory. We're free to pass.
He stops for a second. Who is we?
I am a representative of a party. For their safety, I will not disclose their location until you tell me if we are free to pass or not.
You are free to pass.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Insight? Ooh, I don't have that thing.
Hey, that fit very
Wow.
well.
This is gonna be interesting. Alright, let's see. I won't say what it was because I don't want to jinx it. 15.
He seems on the level. It seems like if you don't go near his master's lair, he doesn't give a fuck.
I will, I'll nod. Thank you. They will be coming past on this road, and we will not, and I'll gesture to that right path, and we will not be entering your master's territory.
They'll be coming round the mountain.
When she comes, yes.
Okay. For people asking, this is why we're not on YouTube. This would have been taken down, and it's worth it.
So, I'll gesture, Shadir, that it is okay to keep coming forward, but my eyes are locked on this thing. It's not moving whatsoever.
Okay. It stays still,
Mhm.
and its body and its head doesn't move,
Mhm.
but you feel like it's looking around. If not with its eyes, then with its maybe psychic resources, because you know it's at least able to use telepathy. But as they pass by, nobody else seems to be able to see it, what you're looking at. They kind of look in that direction, but nobody seems to notice it. What do you guys want to do as she gestures you forward?
So, can I see like the look in her eyes at least, or like kind of like see if she is tense or anything?
I'm very tense.
Yeah, she looks tense, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to make a perception check, you can see if you see this guy.
Sure. Let's just not roll a 2 again. 27.
There we go.
Damn. Yeah, you see this large purple creature just staring down at her from this ledge. It's only a few feet up, so it's not like he's super imposing. But yeah, he is looking down, and it looks like he was guarding an area. But yeah, you do see a lot of crystals on his body, going down his back, down his legs, some on his chest, shoulders, head. Like they're just going to be randomly seen come out of him. He's a little strange looking.
I know that it's at least a dragon.
He himself, you don't
Yeah.
think he's a dragon. He doesn't have a tail or a dragon head, and he doesn't have skin scales. He has skin. But if you want to make a nature check or something like that, or maybe refer to your knowledgeable party member, Cordan, then he might be able to help you identify it.
I was about to say, like, should we have the magic man look at the magic beast with the magic crystals?
With his magic eyes.
Are you talking about my magic?
You can use Arcana, Nature, or whatever you want. Even History to find out what this guy is.
Am I being pointed out about this?
I'm pointing you out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Okay,
fantastic.
so make a perception check. See if you can even see him. If not, then you can make a nature check or whatever with disadvantage. But if you see him, no disadvantage.
Perception. Fucking 8.
So you listen to the description and make a knowledgeable check with disadvantage.
Alright. Arcana sounds like the best bet here, and I'm good at those. Here we go. 31?
Whoa.
Disadvantage.
Oh shit. Hold on. Well, hey.
But I
good
think you're
first
okay
roll.
anyway. Jesus.
25.
25 with
Nice.
disadvantage. Jeez. Okay, so this is called a
I'm
gem
smart.
stalker. A gem stalker is usually somebody who wanders around the lair of a gem dragon. And they are actually not dragons of any kind. They are more of like an aberrant monstrosity. But yeah, they do have some psychic abilities, but they don't use them a lot in combat. You know he has claws that he can do some decent damage with, and this particular one, what'd you get again?
25.
Ooh, okay. So you know that this particular kind, they can actually teleport. This is an amethyst gem stalker, most likely an amethyst gem dragon, which could be, well, knowledge, money, eggs.
He's going to keep anything conniving down for now, as he doesn't want to say anything about that in front of this thing. A gem stalker. Amethyst specifically, from what you're describing. Very powerful creature indeed, with psychic powers, usually serving a matching gem dragon. You can always find them near those nests. I wouldn't mess with it too much, though. They can teleport.
You think
So
it'll
that-
hinder our journey?
If we were to fight it, yes, ma'am. I'd say we might be on our way, but keep its location.
Nightshade said we can continue, but she has a concerned look on her face, so we should proceed with caution.
If you know what they look like, then you would have a concerned look too.
I can vaguely see it.
You are much stronger in will than I. But
Nightshade.
of course is.
Yeah.
As you've been looking at him, when our Corridan starts describing him and saying all these things, you can see a shift in his stance. Like, he's not being stoic and staring as much anymore. You see a little bit of shifness, like he got uncomfortable maybe, or there was some kind of change of emotion a little.
I see. I'll I'll give a signal to Shadir, like, move. Don't just go down the road. Don't worry about it. Just go.
That's the goal.
Keep going. Don't look.
Right, then let's move forward.
All right. So you guys move past him. He does not follow or attempt to follow Nightshade. He stays still the whole time, stoically standing. And eventually you guys come to a split in this tunnel area where it goes left and right. There didn't really seem to be too much of a difference. Nightshade, did you go back to the front of the line after watching him?
Yeah, I'm gonna let them pass me. And watch him. Yeah, I just want to make sure he wasn't gonna come from behind and like try to sneak up on us. That's my job.
All right. So yeah, you get to the front. If you want to make a perception check to see which way seems to be, actually, you know what? Perception, survival. Yeah, let's just use those to see which direction will be more of a decline, and which one seems to not be.
Good question. Good question. Huh. I will use. Well, I guess they're both the same, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll use survival. Why not?
You got this. Natural 20.
I got this. I got 13.
You know what? It's good enough. You can
Okay.
tell at the passage to the left. You can see it changes more into like this smooth pink rock a little further down, probably about 60, 70 feet away.
Mhm.
And that is a good sign of that rock being worn down by time, water, whatever. But that means that water, if it was going downhill, it's going downhill. So that is good news. The bad news is it seems to be a little steep as you walk through there. And as you move through there, you can see it's an igneous stone, rhyolite. That's right, I did some Googling. And it looks like about every 30 feet, it's hard to really keep traction as you... I was up in the air about this. I can't find a way to use acrobatics with keeping traction, but I hate to put athletics on all the dexterous people. So if you can assist me in finding an acrobatic description of how to keep your footing, that'd be great. Otherwise, we're going to do athletics checks.
On how to keep my footing. Let me see. How is it? Just slippery or is it steep?
It's steep and slick. Like, it is very smooth rock, and it looks pretty steep. Like, you're looking at about a 50, 60 degree angle, somewhere there.
Okay, alrighty. If you said that we got the supplies that we needed for this journey, it'd be really stupid not to bring some sort of, like, rock climbing. We're in a cave system. So I'm going to take a piton, whatever, out of my pack, and then I'm essentially going to use it, stab it into the ground, and use it so I don't slide, like essentially like slide down. So I guess like I'm dual wielding pitons. Anybody can correct me; it doesn't matter. And I'm essentially just going. Okay, I'm going to use them to essentially control my descent going down.
All right. So yeah, you put this piton in the ground and you start lowering yourself. So go ahead and make
Piton.
Piton, thank you.
Piton. That doesn't look like how you spell Piton though. Like, what the hell? Come on, Wizards of the Coast, get your shit together.
Do you want to look at the word yacht and tell me how it's supposed to be pronounced?
Yeah.
Yacht. You've never wanted a yacht?
Yes.
Absolutely awful. What am I rolling? Sorry.
Yes. So putting these pitons in the ground and then using rope to lower yourself down. Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
Alrighty.
As the rest of you guys kind of walk up to this pathway going downwards, do you want to do anything or just watch and see how it goes?
Is there any like large flat stones that we could all stand on that are separate from the ground?
No. I mean, there could be if you wanted to break it apart, chisel it out, dig it out.
Who has a shield?
I think I just have a ton of weapons. Or let me go through that list.
I have a shield, but
You do have a shield, Telios.
Are the
Okay.
walls of the area also smooth like the ground?
No.
Let's see here.
They are
17
jagged.
DM.
Nice. Okay. So you're able to get quite a ways, tie a rope. So we're gonna say you're able to tie a rope about every 50 feet. So
Those goes down deep.
yeah. Go ahead and do it a couple of more times with advantage.
Ooh, okay. Oops.
If she
Does the
is
lady want me to lay on the ground and hold my shield up so she can be safe walking across this plane? Because I will gladly do it.
I
Hey,
had
that's
a
a price.
talk.
Madam Cazna, I was going to offer a safer and faster route down than such effort for your delicate self. I would not ever wish for you to feel like we are not helping you.
Like 2 different versions of Vincent Price. 18!
all right. So you get another one in the ground. The rope is now 100 feet secured.
Okay, I think it's really funny that no one's even trying to, like, I clearly have secured a way down for you. You guys are willing to
Yeah.
make yourselves human sleds. I'm like...
I was gonna just start climbing down with the rope. Would that give us an advantage?
It won't give you advantage as much as a low SDC.
Okay.
So to be honest, going down here straight check is DC 20 to not slide. But her doing it with the piton and with the rope gives her advantage, gives her a lower DC. But to just basically declimb a rope will give you a DC 10. So very, very good. And then you can do things to give yourselves advantage. But hold on, there's one more.
17.
17. You made it all the way to the bottom of the steep decline. There's 150 feet of rope. We'll pretend you had a shit ton of rope. Tied like 3 or 4 of them together. And so there is a rope from the top to the bottom.
Like a magic trick.
Yes.
Cars and ropes.
You are at the bottom looking, well, actually not looking up. You are 30 feet away from being able to look up. So you guys just see her down this 50 to 60, we'll say 55 degree decline of pink smooth as fuck rock. But you do see a rope where she has secured it with pitons. I will warn you, Nightshade, it is very cold.
Oof.
Colder than you're comfortable with. So we're going to get to that in a little bit.
Alrighty.
It's also very dark, but not to you.
Are we going the opposite direction of the dragon's lair, right? Are we going towards
Yes.
the dragon's lair?
You're going opposite.
Okay, so
Unless you wanna go kill him.
Kazna's gonna start climbing down with the rope's help.
All right. So go ahead and, if you would please, make an athletics check. Don't fail the first one.
Okay.
It's a long slide.
It's
It is
just
a-
with our strength modifier, correct?
Yeah, that's true. I think there's only one of you who actually do have athletics.
Ooh, it's not me.
DC 10.
13.
All right. So you're good. You get down 50 feet. Next 50 feet, give it a go.
Let this plus 7 be good for something. 17.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, last 50 feet. Give it a go. I feel like the wizard's going for a slide.
26 for the last 50 feet.
Yeah, you're perfectly fine. So you climb all the way down, and this is why you're the boss. And as you get down here as a priestess, you feel something is off. Like there is this energy is infused with this area is infused with a uncomfortable and uncertain energy from just something. You feel something's off. But who's next?
I guess I'll go down after her.
You got this.
I will be trying to go down with the rope.
Do you have athletics?
No.
Okay, so 3 just straight strength checks. What's your strength, priestess?
10.
Okay, so just 3 flat d20 rolls. First 50 feet. Let's see what you got.
Is there anything that our Corridan or Talos can do to help her down?
That's up to them. But I do have my dice roller ready.
Everyone kind of just left our Corridon after he asked if anybody wanted help. So he just assumes nobody wants his help.
Shoot, I didn't hear you.
My turn.
We haven't started rolling yet. What do you want to do?
Sneeze really quick.
What? Oh.
I needed to sneeze. I'm sorry. Our Corridan's gonna cast telekinesis.
Oh.
Before she starts descending down while she's holding the rope, she's a little bit nervous because she definitely knows this is not her kind of thing. She looks up at our
Our Corridan.
Is there anything you can do to help? She kind of has a nervous grin as she looks down and looks back up with a slight fear.
He smiles. Of course I have something to help. They just didn't want my help. Talios, would you like to join me as well?
Oh, I'd be delighted. I think we're becoming the same person.
No, I cackle a bit more.
Yeah, you do, but that's it.
And he's going to tap a rune on his cheek before tapping a rune on his collarbone. And then he taps his forehead, and a psychic wave will kind of boom around him as I cast telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
And would you like me to read that for you?
No, I was reading it while you were talking. What do you want to do with it?
I'm going to pick all of us up.
No.
It can lift up to 500 pounds.
1 creature.
Oh. Well, I have... How far down does it go?
150 feet.
150 feet?
Yeah,
Don't worry, not about me. I can make it.
So actually, if you want, you could move, because the range is 60 feet, so you could move kind of like to the middle of this thing on your own, or, with that. Secure yourself to the rope, and then kind of move people from the very top to about 30 feet from the bottom, so that even if they failed, it would be minimal damage, if any. Then it would be
Nice.
1 strength check, and they would take barely anything if they slid. And if they want, somebody could actually be down there ready to catch them, and in case something happens.
I'll catch someone
So
if they fall.
It's 150 feet.
Yeah.
He's going to first pick himself up, and he's just going to drag himself down.
All right. So you do that freely.
And he just kind of floats down. Ah, hello, Miss Cazna. Well,
Hello.
I'll be ready for this. And he's going to anticipate for the next people as he readies to grab them in case they start to fall.
That's actually a better idea, yeah. So even if they slide from the exact top, by the time they get down to, we'll say, 60 feet from their mom, you can catch them and move them safely. So, let's see here. Shadir and Talios.
Yep.
Do y'all want to do it, or you just want to slide and let him catch you? Although I will say, you can't actually see him from here, so you might not know. Actually, yeah, he didn't tell anybody what he was doing, so...
Nope.
All right. Shadir and Talios, what do y'all want to do?
Oh, after you, my lady.
Thank you. She's gonna, look down and, just gonna mumble to herself, I swear, if I slip and no one is there, I'm going to kill them.
You got this.
Well,
All right, Shadir, what'd you get?
What?
What'd you get?
4.
Okay. So...
is she slipping immediately?
Yeah.
I will
Oh,
dive
well.
after her and try to
Oh.
try to use my shield as barrier.
That is mighty brave, because now you're in a free fall or a free slide.
Yes.
Okay, this is Captain America. I very like it. Okay, so you lunge after her, and kind of put the shield between you and the ground as you like, basically you will catch up to her because you did that shit on purpose. And you kind of pull her into you and slide, oh my god, fast down this smooth pink stone, and you're just sliding. And what is going through Talios' head without knowing that somebody's there to catch them? I love it. All right. So, our Corridan, here's the thing. You can catch one creature.
I can. He said he used his shield as a sled, though.
Yeah.
And they're both on it.
true.
I can catch the shield, which would catch them.
Okay, so you want to catch the shield?
I want to put telekinetic pressure, slowing it down for the next 60 feet, so that it slows down to a almost perfect halt.
Okay, make an Arcana check. Let's do an ability check to slide it down slow enough to be a perfectly
Arcana?
smooth. Stop. Look, I'm trying to use your highest stat, bro. Don't argue with
Oh,
it.
I'm just making sure you said Arcana.
Yeah.
15. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, that's rough. Okay, so yeah, you slow it down and you're like, ooh, and you're kind of down there just pushing towards a little bit. Perfectly safe. Talios is laughing out
Yes.
loud in his head. What?
Yeah, I'll do it out loud.
Okay. So you hear one of them laughing and the other one maybe a little crying. Shadir,
Having a crisis.
I don't know if drow priests are allowed to cry, but her eyes are probably pretty wide at least.
She's not crying, but she's definitely like scared shitless.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
I said I had a plan.
Boy, how much fun that was! I don't know if we're on the ground yet. I'll say that when we're on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lowering the shield and it's on the ground now. Ah, that does look like a lot of fun. Maybe we should go back up and try it again.
I agree, my lady, with your permission.
Let's go look at Positive. No.
As you wish.
You have too
I've,
much to do. Let's go.
There it is.
Once we accomplish our mission.
All right.
Then you may slide down the death slide as much as you'd like.
Women are in charge in this society because the men are idiots.
So you feel this weird energy in the air. Maybe not Talios and Arcordian or
Corridon.
God dang, Arcoridan. But you can kind of feel the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. Anybody who would like to can make a religion check as you feel this coldness around there. And after you do the religion check, anybody that wants to, everybody please make Constitution saving throws.
Ooh.
Ugh.
A religion check really fast.
Oh, twinsies.
Religion check?
Yes, ma'am.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I got a good con save. Somehow.
I didn't.
If only I could have rolled this on the strength check.
All right, religion check. How'd anybody do if anybody?
21.
21.
Oh, all right. So 21. This is aberrant ground. You know that aberrations have come in this area and basically desecrated it and have advantage on everything. And they do extra damage to people. And this area, being tainted so, cannot be hollowed or unhollowed. Now, Constitution saving throws. How did everybody do?
Oh, shit. I haven't.
15.
Natural 1.
17.
10.
Last but not least, Shadir.
7.
Total?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, except for Arcoridan and Cazna, suffer one level of exhaustion. As this feeling of aberrant ground and the coldness around it, this unnatural cold, takes a toll on you.
Great.
Oh, unless you have cold resist. Yep, okay.
If,
No.
Would I be
Nope.
able to use inspiration on that roll?
You can use inspiration on any d20 roll you care to.
I'll go ahead and use that.
Okay. So go ahead and roll again and add your Constitution saving throw modifier.
I got a 6.
Alright, you have 1 level exhaustion, but thank you for playing. Get my inspiration
I
back.
tried.
Hey, you know what? It was a good try. There, you got to use it somewhere.
I don't like conditions at all. If I've like my time playing this, I have known conditions suck.
Don't worry, it's just a condition.
What's your condition?
Bringing it back! God damn, that's an old quote. It's just a
very old quote.
condition.
What's your condition?
Well,
Is
now
everyone
that
all
we're
right?
at the bottom. Oh, I'm quite all right, madam. Thank you. I would check on the others a bit more.
DM, curious, is there any place for me to hide if it's just nothing but slick stone walls?
No. So, unfortunately, everybody except for our Corridan and Cazna do have 1 level exhaustion, which means they have disadvantage on ability checks. All of them, which include stealth.
Boo.
Yeah. I mean, you can take a long rest whenever the fuck you want, which is when you get rid of exhaustion levels. Maybe not here, because you'll have to roll another con save before too long. But once you move past this area, if you wanted to take a rest and get rid of it, that is definitely an option. So, short rest, long rest. You guys never do it, but it's an option. Just putting that out there. I'll drink my drink now.
But there's not really a place for me to sort of hide or anything like that.
Not at the base of this decline, this pink smooth rock area, and where this like aberrant energies is.
Okay.
Energy is.
The only reason I was asking is because I wanted to check to see if I am visible to the entire party. So I guess I am at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I do look very chilly, but I give a quiet thumbs up to Lady Cazna.
Does this place feel familiar to the place that I was supposed to be for the dream, or am I still off?
You still have a little bit of ways to go, but you don't really know how far.
Got it. All right. Oh, how did Kenzar do? How did he get down?
Ah,
Is he still
son
up
of
there?
a bitch.
And so,
He was. Let's find out. He's just kind of
he
up there,
dies.
and he's looking at the slope. He's looking at the rope. He just saw Talios take off, and he could hear the laughter echoing up from the bottom until it just suddenly stopped. And he's just kind of looking around, and he's like, do I really want to go? You can almost feel him feeling like, fuck this shit. But then he realizes he's alone in the Underdark, and he has to go. So he just kind of sighs to himself, grabs the rope, has no skill in athletics, rolls an 11. So he's like clinging to the rope and really just sticking to the wall, and he's going down like, you got this. You're the best. You're here. You stuck by her side this time, or this long. You got this. You're the man. You're the man. And then he rolls a 19. He's like, oh yeah, I do have this. He's got a little bit of a rhythm going. And then at the bottom, he comes out with a 14. So yeah, he makes it down safely. He just kind of gets down there and he looks at you. My lady.
It took a little while.
He just blinks at you.
I feel like you should have slid down with Dalios.
He does his
I'll
trademark
definitely
sigh. I
There's just-
apologize.
Well, for
There's
that
just
behavior,
spots
you
around.
walk first.
This poor guy.
You could feel a slight whimper as he's like, yes, my lady. And he goes ahead. Bravely-ish.
Other than frazzled, how is everybody, other than Cazna, who is perfectly fine.
Oh.
And he knows better than to question her at all because she is literally in charge of him at all times.
Cold, but fine.
Does anyone else feel slightly exhausted?
Nothing that Talios would admit to.
Same.
Oh shit.
I mean, didn't you quite admit to it by saying that?
He didn't say that. Steven said that.
Okay,
Same.
you said it in the slightly voice, you know?
Yeah, no, Steven said that. Talios did not.
Kenzar
Okay.
seems fine.
Your personalities are merging now.
We are becoming one. If anybody looks like they're shivering, he'll toss a firebolt around in his hand.
Mm-mm. Maybe that's why Kenzar passed. He knew it was coming. Don't show weakness. Don't show weakness. You're the man. You got this. All right. So he actually
what's
did
his-
pretty good.
What's
I'm
his
sorry.
con save looking like?
21 actually.
Oh, damn.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He is the
Nice.
man.
Yeah, he actually rolls pretty good. That's the only reason he's still alive, I guess. So his stealth,
Oh,
he actually
man.
starts stealthing ahead, and Shadir, you lose sight of him. But on the downside, he can't see shit. His perception was fucked. So yes, he does move ahead. I asked this a little bit on his behalf, but Cazna, do you follow, or you just kind of wait to see what happens?
We'll follow behind him slowly, but if we hear a scream, we'll halt.
Okay.
We're listening for the gurgling sounds of death.
Okay.
I'm anticipating them.
Let's see here. Shadir, a little bit later, after you guys are walking, maybe talking about stuff, whatever, you do hear from ahead, "Lady! My lady! Hello?"
Cazna, lady, or yeah, sorry, Lady
Lady?
Cazna. I do believe that our little tag-along is calling out to you. I don't know what else to say.
You just, I can't.
No, that's Becca's brain. It died.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, Cass. Cold.
It's updating.
Yeah. It took a little while. My internet's bad. Would I know that he would call out to me?
I don't know. You've never been down here with him. Hard to say.
True. She'll shout, Kenzar, come back.
You hear after a second, "Okay." You see he comes jogging up a little bit later, no longer stealthing. "There's a wall up there."
Just a wall.
"Yes, but it's a round room, and there's a wall, and I've realized that his accent constantly changes. It's because, fuck him. It's a 20-foot 20-foot high, slick wall. I can't get over it by myself, but if I could get a boost, there's a...
What's his name
perfect,
again?
Talios.
His name is Kenzar.
Someone
Kenzar's
calls.
Kenzar's not actually a drow. He's 3 swerve neblins in a trench coat. That's why his accent changes.
Someone called. Someone rang. Someone needs assistance. Yes, my lady. I'll do the severe, like the very dramatic bow and walk out.
So Kenzar kind of stands there for a little bit. And he's like, "Do you want to come and help us, or protect, or you know, what? There's a lot of things down here."
Do you got a problem with that?
We're gonna follow behind them as they walk, but they're leading the way.
He kind of looks at Talios and all the weapons and his like craziness, and he's like, "Okay, thumbs up, yay."
If you want to name a weapon at any time, please let me know.
Guy just stares at you. "No, I'm alright." Thank you, though.
Now he's Australian.
You know what? I'm having a good time. I was
This
gonna
just
make him
further
German.
confirms. This just further confirms that he is in fact 3 swerve neblins in a trench coat.
All right, so yeah, you walk with him for a while, and then you eventually come to a large, cavernous, round area or room. You can see to the right as you walk down this pathway or this tunnel that there is a rock face that is very slick, and it's about 20 feet high. And the walls and the whole room and everything just kind of has like this flaky, dull gray just theme about it. But yeah, you think you can climb the wall, but it will take some effort just doing it on your own. But working together, probably. But this area is filled with like gargantuan size long stalagmites growing up from the ground, so that's pretty cool. Oh, also, fun fact, there's a strange light gray mist covering the ground, so that's awkward. Will you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
No. All of us?
Talios and Kenzar at the moment.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh my god. Go, bro.
Constitution saving throw is on the way. We'll forget +7. Yeah. Oh, and I have disadvantage on this.
Not saving
Yeah.
throws, only ability checks.
Oh, I see. 24.
24. Okay, so you feel this like mist growing around you and maybe even biting a little bit at your skin, but it doesn't quite affect you. But you feel like if you had rolled lower, it might have. Much lower.
How's the short guy doing?
He actually got a 20. He's alright.
Okay.
Alright, so you're both at this wall. He's just kind of looking at you. Do you want me to help you up, or do you want to help me up?
I'd be honored to serve the Queen's escort. You go first.
Trademark sigh. Alright, so go ahead and do an athletics check. Or no, I guess, yeah, I'll just do an athletics check with advantage with him. He doesn't have athletics, so that's gonna be fun. Strength, bloop, bloop. That's a 9. So you try to help him, and he keeps glancing towards where the others are coming, but he is trying his darndest, and he cannot get up that wall.
Can I assist him in any way? Like, just give him a little push?
Well, that was assisting him. He rolled an 8 and a 9.
Oh, okay, advantage. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just a hard knock life for him. This
I'm
is
gonna
not
lean.
his-
I'm gonna lean forward. Come on, man! Don't ruin this for me.
I don't want to die. All right. So you want to try again?
Out of my way, and I'll push him and try to get up.
All right.
No.
So he's gonna try to like push you, putting his like hands like he's cupping and goblet squatting your feet. You can Google that. And you can put your foot in his hands, and he will try to push up as you jump up. Do an athletics check with advantage.
All right, I should have had this memorized. You said athletics?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think I've settled on German for him. So,
Guten Tag.
yeah.
What? How did I roll 2d20? Okay. Oh, so first one I rolled a 1 and a 5, so with advantage 12.
So this wall is just beating the shit out of you. You guys are both standing there looking at this wall. He looks at you, looks back at the entrance. If we do not get up this wall before she comes, she will kill us both. Well, me.
I know.
Come on, man. Do you not have anything?
Just look through my equipment list.
He will hear her coming and cast levitate on himself. And
Oh, I do have levitate.
yeah, all of you guys have drow features, don't forget. So he will levitate himself and go straight up and then kind of like use the cliff facing at the top to pull himself to it. And then he will cast it off himself or dispel it off himself to stand up there. And then he'll like scratch at his hands a little bit and rub it against the rock, getting nice and dusty on his hands. And he'll start breathing heavily as Cazna walks in.
Wait, has Cazna just walked up?
Yeah, but I mean, as he's doing that, if you want to do the same thing or something else, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I'll copy him, and then I'll like, as she comes up, I'll say, I'll lean over and say, "That was smart. You will never hear me say that again."
I will take every win I can get. Thank you.
Is there anything up there?
They both look around. Kenzar shakes his head no. Wait.
But I do a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Nope.
There's a large tunnel behind you, but you don't see anything other than that. Ooh, wait. There's a mushroom.
My lady, there's a large gaping orifice just down that way.
What?
Is there anything in this room before we go up?
What?
Oh my god. Remind me to replace him when we get back. And she says that as she whispers to like Nightshade and Shadir.
I'm writing this down. I'm holding it up, putting it back in my pocket.
Do you know what kind of mushroom?
Oh, can I do a nature check?
Oh, sure. Do a nature check.
What kind of mushroom do this be?
I don't. Okay, nature is just intelligence, right? Okay, that's +1.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because nature's not wisdom. Thanks, druids. 6.
A 6.
It might be brown. I don't know.
I mean, so you're looking at it. It's got kind of a bluish tint to it. It's probably edible. I mean, all mushrooms are edible. For how long you live afterwards is
Accordion! It's blue.
Ooh, how large is it? It could be useful.
How large is it?
size of a couple of fingers. You kind of like put a couple of fingers up to it, look at
Yeah,
it.
like a peace sign or whatever.
Yeah,
With his descriptions, can I identify what kind of mushroom it is?
sure. Make a nature check with disadvantage.
I'm better at these. Well, first roll's a 30.
What's the real roll?
24.
So this is called a blue stock, and it is actually has a nickname called the grain of the Underdark. It is inedible, but its spores are ground up to make flour.
Ooh, the grain of the Underdark. That's a lovely little treat there if you wanted to make some bread.
You're like super far away, right?
It depends on how far. Are y'all in the room at the base of the cliff?
Starting to, yeah.
I assume
So-
so, yeah.
They're probably 20, 30 feet away.
Okay, probably wouldn't have heard that then.
Is there anything else in this room before we go over to that wall?
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it. You got this.
I'd
I
find-
believe in you.
I defend my stuff. 18.
Yeah, so looking around, there is kind of that mist on the ground, which makes it hard to spot things, and we'll get to that in a second. However, you do actually see a skeleton on the ground, and looking around it, you see there's like some robes that are eaten with time. It doesn't look like insects or anything like that ate them. Looks like it just corroded over time. However, you see this skeleton has on the ground next to it a small headband, and it has a staff. Well, not in its hand, because its hand's all fucked up and dead, but there's a staff on the ground next to it. But the staff doesn't seem like much. You can see it's also corroded, but there is a headband on the ground next to it.
It's not corroded?
No, it looks immaculate and shiny.
I'll point it out to our Corridan. Look at that over there.
Ooh. Not messed up by time. Can I roll Arcana on? I'm guessing the staff first because he's like, ooh, funny staff.
Sure.
All right. 21 Arcana.
It is a corroded and rotted out staff, so at this point it's tinder. But it's good tinder.
Worthless tinder.
Oh, well, maybe not.
Talios, you might like this for burning. It will burn nicely if you want it.
I would delightfully take it. The smithy would appreciate this too.
He's going to just set it to the side, and then he's going to look at the circlet, and he will pick it up
All right.
and roll an Arcana on it.
Yeah, you see a headband. It looks decorated and nice. You do see runes on it, reflecting Undercommon and a couple of symbols of Loth on it.
Ooh. Arcana check. 16. Oof.
You can't tell anything about it. It was either well kept by time or it's magical. But just looking at it, it's hard to make heads or tails.
You said there's runes on it.
Yeah.
And there's symbols of Lolth. By that, he can assume it's magical. He just doesn't know what kind of magic.
Yes, sir.
And he will bring it over and present it in an offering pose. Lady Cazna, this seems to be a magical circlet of some sort, but I'm not sure of what. There are symbols of Lolth, though, our great goddess.
Is there any way for us to identify it?
Yeah, spending an hour with it or a short rest will let you have details about it.
So if we we probably should short rest to get that exhaustion perk off, but
That's a
let's
long
get
rest.
out of the mist first.
But-
Alright, well.
Before you get out of the mist, will everybody except for Talios make a Constitution save, though, please?
Yeah.
The
Oh, could I have
DC,
this stick of fire?
the DC is lower than the last time, so we're go.
I rolled wrong last time I did it too, because I didn't
Okay.
see her little modifier saving throw stuff on the sheet.
Hey!
Because I can't
16.
read.
Oh, that's fair.
It was con save, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sweet.
All right. So what did everybody get?
16.
Nice.
16.
Nice.
16.
All right, for real.
Yeah.
What the hell, y'all?
Look.
And I'm slightly better with a 17.
Again, the boss.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah,
That's the boss.
She's literally in charge of us. Like, what do you expect?
So yeah, none of you suffer the effects of this mist, but you feel like if you stay in here for another hour, then you will have a bit of an issue. So, how are y'all getting up this 20-foot slick wall?
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna have Alios help pull people up, and I will push people up.
All right. So
I feel like I'm the strongest one standing here.
I'm gonna lower the shit out of the DC then. Okay, so everybody make strength checks with advantage, minus Cazna, because she's not going yet.
Okay. Milady, are you sure? I can push people up. You don't have to do anything.
It's fine. We need to make sure that everybody gets up.
For a moment, I was going to ask if you dare question our lady, but that is a good point. We
Why
don't want to
you?
hurt. Yes.
That was just a very good boss answer. Like, nah, it's fine.
I cast levitate.
All right, so you levitate up.
Oops. Oh, this was advantage.
All right, Cordan, you levitate up, and you kind of watch as everybody else is getting pushed and pulled up. Let's see here. Shadir, how did you do?
Surprisingly, 17.
Okay, so yeah, Talios pulls you up as you kind of like heft yourself up. Nightshade, how did you do?
Oh, well.
12. You have a couple of embarrassing moments, but you managed to get up there. You're kind of like slipping through her gauntleted hand as Cazna is pushing you up, and you can see in her face is not delight, but you do get up there. Cazna, how do you want to get? Do you want to levitate?
I'm just gonna cast levitate on myself to go
I'm-
up.
All right, so you levitate up.
Our Cordan would bow. I would never make you lift me up, ma'am.
Yeah, you definitely don't deserve it. And she'll like walk off.
Of course not.
Perfect. All right, so you guys walk through there, and you're in kind of this open, cavernous area still. Like, it's the Underdark. The whole thing's fucking cavernous. But you get into this open area where it's very wide, very long, and you're walking for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, when you come to a rounded tunnel end. You can see that the walls and the floor here are made out of kind of like a dark gray rock. away from that dull, flaky kind of gray rock that you left behind. Again, this is like an igneous stone. This is actually basalt, or however the fuck you say that. I'm just gonna stick
Basalt.
with igneous stone, huh?
Basalt.
Basalt?
Yeah.
That doesn't even
Basalt.
sound like a real word. I should stop googling.
Basalt.
All right, basalt. So igneous stone, basalt. It is very cold. You think as long as you start a fire, you could camp or long rest here, but otherwise, don't stay too long. The area has no visible sources of water, but again, you could check any kind of plants or funguses and squeeze the shit out of them for some water. But yeah, this, as far as you can tell, is a dead end. What do you want to do?
You said it's a dead end?
As far as you can tell, yeah. You don't see any tunnels to go further in.
I'm gonna look all around on the walls to see if there's anything, like any runes, any buttons.
All right, roll a perception check.
Might
I'm
I
so
assist her
bad
in
at
doing
these.
that?
I'm sorry, what?
I want to assist her in doing that.
Okay, so roll with advantage. Who else said something at the same time?
That was me.
Oh, okay.
That's bad. Ooh, that one's better. It's 24.
24. Okay, you're kind of looking around and you make your way from the right, rounding this room to the left. As you get to the left wall, you can see where it looks like it caved in, where it once was a large cave, and you're kind of like, fuck. But then, you don't give up. That's for quitters. That's for Torm worshippers. So you keep moving a little bit to your left, and you can see where there is a small space that some kind of worm has burrowed their way through and left it behind. You can squeeze through there, but it'll be tight.
Zar,
Yes.
see this hole? What's on the other side?
Oh, I forgot I'm jumping. Yeah. I will look at it. Do you want me to go through it or just look?
Through it, of course.
Yes, my lady. And he will kind of look around and look at everybody, and then go through it like he's saying goodbye with his eyes. He squeezes through. You see him kind of squirming his way as he slides through it, and eventually he gets to the other side. He's like, oh, good news! I'm alive!
And
His voice
Australian.
changes every time he speaks.
Yes,
he
I
speaks.
know. I know. I've clocked that.
It's just fun at this point.
I feel I don't know if it's sort of a mental tick or some sort of imposter. And I take out my piece of paper, write that down, fold it up, put it back in my.
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's the only reason I keep him around.
He can be.
You hear this
entertaining.
talking on this side. Now it's my turn. Oh, it's mine. Now it's my turn. Move out of the way.
What?
Or maybe he's just crazy.
That is a new voice. Alright,
new guy.
well, who's next?
It's a thin crevasse.
It's very thin.
Well, guess who else is thin? Our Corridan, because he is a thin boy.
Are you volunteering?
I'm volunteering, and at the same time, he's very scrawny, and he doesn't have anything else besides his staff on him.
Oh,
also
no.
thin.
So you slide through, same thing, still got to squirm. But yeah, you pass through just fine. You get to the other side and you see it's just a empty little area. It is about 110 feet wide, but only for about 40, 60 feet, and then it starts narrowing up into a kind of, I don't want to say normal, but smaller sized area that's about 60-foot wide tunnel that moves through and further down.
Oh, there's much over here.
I'm gonna send Nightshade next.
Alrighty. I'll give a little bow, and then I will squeeze my way through.
All right. You squeeze your way through. Nothing on the other side.
Right.
All clear.
Then Shadir.
Yes, my lady. She will try to go through the little tunnel.
All right. What kind of armor are you wearing again? Are we getting to the heavy armor yet? Where's the
I think
priestess?
so.
Scale mail.
Yeah, scale mail.
Okay, so you have a couple of issues and you get caught here and there, but You make it through pretty decently.
Right. I will go next. Problem is, I'm wearing plate mail, and I have
That
a
doesn't-
shield.
So you scrape a lot, and you even get stuck a little bit. But Cazna will never ask for assistance, will she? Or I'm sorry, what would you do if you got stuck?
First, I'll try to get out on my own. So.
Yeah, okay, make something. Make a check. What do you got? Do you have anything that you're good at? Hold on.
Nothing that'd be helpful.
You know what? Make an athletics
Strength
check.
or
Yeah, do strength.
strength? Yeah. Okay. That's
Just pull yourself through.
27.
Jesus. Okay, so you guys see these little ass blue hands with a gauntlet come through, reach through the other side, and you just as she pulls her shield and plate armor through this rock tunnel. And you see bits of rock fall away as she makes her way through. She just kind of looks around.
Dust
You're
myself
fine.
off. That means Talios last.
You want me to guard the exit?
No, I want you to come through the tunnel.
Absolutely. I'll just do
Can't
what
tell
she
if he's
says.
faking or not.
Neither can I.
Can't tell either. It gets more and more dramatic every time he opens his mouth.
Good
Like
question.
he needs to reel it in a little. Die.
All right, so I'm wearing nothing beneficial for this.
Mm-mm.
He's wearing
Um,
sword mail.
I'm wearing sword mail.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd imagine.
Like I have to take swords from like my waist and from my back and like hold them above my head so I can fit.
Yeah,
I
y'all
like to
just-
imagine. It's
Go
just
ahead.
scraping noises as swords just across the stone.
Yeah, you
And
see
it
a
was-
couple of weapons drop out before he eventually crawls through.
No, Patricia. I'm keeping track of all these names as I make them up. Okay. It was plus. Sorry, what was the check again?
No, you can make it. You took
Oh.
your swords off and had them above you, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, yours aren't actually stuck to you. Although you might have gave yourself a couple of cuts going through, but you'll be alright. You're fine.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Kenzara will just look at you, Cazna. Why am I the lowest on the totem pole?
Well, don't think of yourself as that. Think of yourself as, yeah. And she'll look away.
This is like every anime where there's a high school counselor or something, and everyone at the top tier has something severely wrong with them.
Yes, indeed. Oh man, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is fun.
I'm tearing up. Oh man.
Deer will look at him and she'll just be like, to put it simply, you're bait.
He sighs, but he looks down
I
at the
have to-
ground, knowing.
I apologize, but I have a lot of magic. They have too much use for me before they can throw me away.
Can you teach me
You
some
remember
of your
that you
magic?
went next.
I know. That's why I'm second.
Second's better than last, I guess. All right.
Well, the
so you
difference
guys-
is, if something eats him, I can just cast fireball on it.
Yeah.
You just cast heat metal. Something's gonna be bothered.
Exactly.
I had a
I'll
system
just-
of how I sent everybody through.
Smart, real smart.
Hmm.
All right, so you guys keep going through here. Couple of hours later, at a slow and steady pace, Nightshade, are you going ahead and stealthing? Or I'm sorry, Cazna. Who do you want to go ahead?
I'll send Nightshade to scout, but if it gets to a point where she doesn't feel safe, we'll send Kenzar.
Fair enough. All right,
Okay.
Nightshade,
Just
Let's do
adding on
this.
to the fate purpose.
stealth check, please.
Yeah. Sir?
You got it. Come on.
And cook word. I could type stuff in right. 24.
24 already. So it is a lot. I don't want to say boring, but kind of a tedious, slow walk forward. Dark gray stone around you, nothing jumping out at you. Couple of glowing plants here and there. No creatures to talk about. No noises to talk about. Just the silence around you and the echoing of your footsteps. It's not that you're loud. It's just that quiet down here. And with the dark surrounding you and them very far behind you, you've probably never been so isolated because you are currently a little over 6.5 feet below the surface. You are in what is called the Middle Dark, which is one of the most dangerous places for a drow to be. There are no cities down here. There are no allies down here. No disregard. No demons. It's just you. And you're ahead of all your friends. Or, well,
Yeah,
mates.
Yeah.
So,
Acquaintances.
if something comes
Coworkers.
through, it will most likely easily be able to take you out. But nothing does.
Tax write-offs.
You eventually come to a giant room. Well, I say giant. Y'all been through a lot of giant rooms. I'm sorry. You come to eventually a room that is about 60 feet long and about 70 feet wide. And at the other side of it, against the wall, you can see a statue of the Spider Queen with one of her legs going through the head of a statue of a giant that looks like it was defeated and killed. And you can see writing in Undercommon and Elvish, actually, that talk about the victories and the supreme leadership of your goddess Loth.
Well, I won't say anything because screaming in a quiet, desolate cave, I don't know where anything is kind of dumb. So I will just wait quietly for everyone.
Alrighty. So yeah, eventually everybody catches up to you as you sit there at the entrance to this large round room, and you all see this statue.
Is this what we're looking for?
Is this what we're looking for, DM?
Cazna, you believe that so. You didn't see it, but you were told. So this matches the description of what you were looking for.
Yes, I do believe so. This is what we are looking for.
I got the giggles today, my god. Excellent. What are your orders, lady?
Question. That was Becca.
Yeah.
No.
Does it look like there's a lock on the door? Is it like an opening? Is it just like an archway? What?
Oh, there
Can
is
you
no door.
describe it again?
So as you're going into this giant round room, it is just the plain dark gray rock that it has been. You're currently at the entrance, which is about 20 feet wide, but the room itself is about 70 feet wide and about 50 feet long. And then on the far side of the wall is the statue of Loth with her leg through the head of a dead giant. And then at the bottom of it is inscription in plaque in Elvish talking about the awesomeness that is Loth. And you can see if you get close that there are a few specks of people who have been down here, but you can see dust and broken trinkets of things that maybe people left behind but have just over time been reduced to nothing. See a couple of gemstones, but I wouldn't take it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take we're gonna take a few minutes because I'm gonna look at that circle because we haven't looked at it yet. How can we decipher what it does?
The circlet, just take a short rest, hold on to it, look at it, and then an hour later, you know it is a headband of intellect. What that does is your intelligence score is 19 while you wear this headband. It has no effect on you or your intelligence if it is 19 or higher without it. It is worth 8,000 gold.
Give it to one of the guys and see what happens.
I don't think it'll benefit Cordan, or would it?
I do not need such trinkets. Appreciate the. He's smarter than that somehow.
Okay. To any of the dudes, unless it benefited them.
Yeah, no direct benefit to the weaponsmith.
Yeah, no.
Put it
What
on
about-
yourself.
Sure, I'll put it on.
I mean, you were sent here by Spider Mommy, so let's find out if the Spider Mommy circlet helps you.
Spider mommy? Oh god.
You fucking heard me.
I'm a fan. That's
I
what
mean,
we're gonna
unless you
refer to
think
her
it's
from now on
Arachne.
as. Oh no. Arachne is Spider Mommy. Let's not lie to ourselves.
Yeah, for real.
So
Okay, I'm
your
gonna put the circlet on. Yeah.
all right. Your intelligence is now 19. Your intelligence saving throw is +4, or I'm sorry, +5, and any intelligence checks you do will be +4 instead of +2.
Woo.
Yeah, but your spells are wisdom based, so it's all right.
It just makes her smarter, though.
Yeah,
I am smarter now.
it's true.
All right. So, are we in the right area of where the demon ritual should be taking place?
Probably. Side note.
Okay.
Since that was over a short rest, anybody who wants to roll hit dice to heal up, if you have any damage, now's a good time. You still at disadvantage, but otherwise, you're good.
Taking damage yet.
Oh, yeah, everybody passed.
It's been a pretty peaceful walk so far.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, hang
No
on.
damage, just
I-
exhaustion for me.
Can I do an intelligence check to know if this is the ritual site described?
I mean, it was her dream, but sure.
What do you want me to roll? Because I could roll history as I'm recalling something I was told.
Yeah. Roll history.
It's still a +13. 27.
All right. Are you exhausted?
No.
Oh, okay. So you said 27?
Yes.
Okay. This is the ritual site. You've had the ritual ingredients on you for a long time, and you've been waiting for this moment. You weren't sure which daughter was going to get the test, but you're here. You're here with the right one. The day's finally come. This is your time to shine. I mean, her time.
My time to let her shine. I'm just
Yes.
the whetstone that polishes the gem, but not in a physical manner because I would die. Anyways,
That's on our move.
As everyone else is taking a little bit of a breather, he's just cackling to himself as he begins setting up the ritual.
All right. So you know that you have to set these ingredients around you, and then chant a certain recipe. Or I'm sorry, not recipe.
Incantation.
Yeah, incantation. I was trying to find your fucking stat block. Incantation for about an hour before there will be a portal opened, and you will be able to call forth from there to a demon. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Go ahead.
So, Shadir has a high perception. Would she, by any chance, notice what he's doing?
I would say you know exactly what he's doing. Like, he's the house wizard. He does the rituals here.
Okay, so
Yeah, he wouldn't be hiding shit. You can hear him cackling as he's doing all of this random shit, like drawing with chalk and crap.
It probably has like some nursery around to go along with it.
Then you put the blood in the pool.
That's strange. Oh, while we're taking a little breather, waiting for everything to get set up, I will sort of like freaking like CIA Secret Service, like, you know, my sending stone is like like near my ear. I will say through the sending stone, Your Highness, we have found the ritual site. Everything is going according to plan.
You just hear back this very dry, good.
I won't say anything back.
All right. Mr. Wizard, let's talk about your ingredients. What you got there, buddy?
I have a lovely bag called Ritual Supplies. And let me go ahead and just make sure I have it fully available.
Mhm.
So I can read every single item. My supplies will contain a symbol of Lathander, the Morning Lord. 1 vial of blood of a priest of Lathander, to be smeared across the symbol at the start of the ritual. 1 eye stalk of a beholder. 1 vial of tears from a child that remains alive. 1 tongue of a surface elf. 3 sticks of chalk, probably to draw circles. 5 incense soaked in your blood and left out to dry, and a scroll of incantation.
Let's stop at the second to the last thing. So...
5 incense soaked in my own blood.
This is why the priests are watching you do it, because they don't want to cut themselves. So how do you want to soak these in your blood?
Oh, he's used to carving the shit out of himself. He has runes that he carved by hand.
Oh, that's nice.
So any open skin, he's probably rolling up his pants leg. He's like, I can add more runes here so that I can get more. And he's just he'll take a. Let's see, what weapons do I have? I don't have any daggers on me, actually. That's weird.
We'll say you have one. Why not?
Okay. He will start carving in new runes of different things all over his left and right leg, and letting the blood drip. Everyone just kind of sees him carving and collecting the blood with the incense.
Yeah. He's pretty crazy. All right. So as you do this, and as you start the incantation to Loth, you hear crunching. You hear rocks falling, slight chittering noises behind you, and above you. And you guys see something crawling along the ceiling into the room. I would like to describe to you something I find a little disturbing. And you know what? Well, I'll put his picture up for y'all in a second. Where's the chat? There it is. Hey. All right. So you guys see crawling on the ceiling into the room a gentleman of sorts. He's crawling with 8 spider legs that has a mouth at the front of it, little pinchers at the front of it. However, the thorax part of the body actually coalesces into the torso of a human man with no skin on it. It is just muscle and tendons and nerves and disfigured hands, and you can see the bones kind of protruding a little bit. And then you can see at the top of it there is a human head with a thick black beard and long black stringy hair, but he has glowing blue eyes, pale white skin on his face, and just these carvings across his face. You're not really sure exactly what they are. And a couple more things. On either side of his head is also a wolf's head. They are red eyes, white fur, sharp, jagged, and round teeth. Hold on, we're not done yet. He also has 4 blue arms, 2 on each side, and they all hold these black, curved and sharp swords that seem a little bit shorter than you're used to. And I will drop this for you. So as he crawls across the ceiling into the room, he just quietly, or not quietly, but sternly starts speaking. Drow, the perfect beings. Tools carved to be the perfect tip of a sword. Sharp, quick, and silent. Loth chose you well. I offer a new path to raise yourselves in her favor and your kins. I am a demon called Miska. Should you choose to work with me, then your heights and your power will soar.
Insight check the demon.
Sure.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That's all I
Yeah.
got.
Same.
Can I do an Arcana check to know if this is in fact the thing I'm supposed to be summoning? Or the incantation I'm supposed to be using?
Well, you haven't done the incantation yet, so probably not.
Ooh. Are we able to also do an insight check?
Anybody can do
Only-
anything you want, but if you attack him, that would
Again.
be bad news.
Natural 20 for a 30.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Okay, so you're inciting him? Okay, what did you want to gain?
I want to know if he's telling the truth, if he is like working for Loth, and if he actually is like on her side, and he's
He
not
did not
just trying
say
to...
he's working for Loth.
He said that he's.
He said Loth chose you well. And he said if you work with him, your heights and power will soar. As you kind of look at him, and he can see you looking or judging him, however you want to put it, he keeps talking a little bit. He says,
I offer you a world full of free demons, weak humans, and the ability to blend the demons with yourself. You will no longer seek or ask demons for assistance. They will serve you from inside your flesh.
Cordan, what were you trying to gather?
Well, I know about this ritual, and while I haven't read the incantation, do I know what the end goal of it is?
To open a portal to which a humanoid demon will come through, a demon that a lot of people are popular, or a lot of popular demons that everybody knows about, stuff like that. They will come through, and you will make a deal with them to have them serve Cazna, and she will partner with them, and they will be her ally.
So this is in fact not that guy.
Nope.
Okay. He kind of teeth. I don't know about you.
He kind of starts talking.
I will offer to raise your house. I will silently and quickly kill off the other houses. You will absorb their power. Then you will train your female soldiers in the way of abyssal sorcery. You will come back to this point, and you will send them through a portal.
He kind of
Looking
flexes
Cazna.
the swords.
I'm just looking at Cazna.
I would like to roll an insight check to make sure that what he said isn't a lie.
You can carry over the nat 20
Yeah.
to see
that's
that
what
he
I was
does.
hoping.
Yeah, he doesn't. He does with your 30 insight. He does not seem deceitful in any way. He just seems very blunt and like he means business.
Our Corridan would slowly raise up and bow to Cazna. May I ask a question?
You seem to know more about the ritual than I do, so go ahead.
He will, keeping the scroll in hand, he will look over at the demon. The ritual we were sent to do would have us summon a demon and pair with it with a deal. Are you instead offering a deal?
He will look down at you from the ceiling and smile a little bit as you talk about summoning a demon.
Yes.
Can I roll a check to see if I know anything about his power rank? His place in the demon hierarchy?
You can roll.
What would you like me to roll?
Whatever you want. Roll the thing with your highest bonus.
Strength.
Strength.
Oh yeah, plus a 0. All right. Arcana. 29 Arcana.
You've never heard of him, but he looks ancient. So, I don't know.
Do you mind if I proceed to see if we get another deal?
He gestures his hand, kind of towards Loth, the statue of her.
Go ahead.
Okay. He will go off on his own and do the ritual then.
So what are you guys doing during this 1 hour incantation?
While he's doing the ritual, she's gonna look at the demon. If he does the ritual, does that affect our deal with you?
No. That does not worry me.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie, a little torn. I don't know if I want to speak into my ascending stone just yet. I'll see how this plays out first.
So, do
Hold
you
on.
control demons? Like, have an army of your own?
He smiles at you.
I am a general.
If you have such a powerful army, why ask for our kind?
You're small and silent, and you can collect more.
I guess in a way that makes sense. As long as you are not against Loth, I don't seem to have any qualms. I don't know how to say it. Any
Qualms?
any qualms with you?
He just looks at you and, like, his face gets really serious.
I don't have any qualms with you either.
I'm glad we can agree on that then.
Then he smiles. So, after an hour, unless you guys have other questions for him.
I'm good.
All right. So after an hour, gosh, your name, Arcoridan.
Or Corridon?
Is it Arcoridan
Yes.
or Dan?
It switches depending on how I feel at the moment.
Fair enough. Arcoridan.
Exactly.
Like, or I.
You finish the incantation. You see a portal open up, and whenever you do, there is a demon that shows up, and you see a hand placed on this side of the portal, and one starts to walk through, but then as it does, you see it look, and it is looking at all of you, kind of taking in its surrounding, but it looks upwards and sees this spider human demon thing, and you see this like red skin, kind of orange furred creature that has like this pig nose and curled horns coming out in front of it. You see it looks at all of y'all, and then it slowly backs up back through the portal, keeping its eyes on you, Arcoridan.
Well, I guess that answered why. They seem to be scared of him. I don't think we'll get a better deal if even the ones we summon are afraid.
That does seem to answer the lingering question. All right. You have a deal.
He smiles.
I am not your enemy. You will find that out. We will work together.
And he will kind of pinch the portal shut, kind of looking at it like you do somebody's head when you're out in public. You're like, boop, boop. And he will raise his hand and he will open his palm up, and you see another portal open. And on the other side of it, it is evening time. You see some buildings made of cobbled stone, roofs made of straw. The houses are clustered, underdeveloped, and you see a few small demons running around. There are stains of blood on the buildings and the grass and on stone pathways. And you see a bit out of the portal a large statue of a human man with a long curly beard, short curly hair, and a long linen draped over his muscular figure, sitting on a rock, and he seems to be gazing out into nothing. In his hands is a long, three-pronged trident.
Go. Train then come back. Step through the portal. Blend your sorceresses with the demons of this world. Become the next evolution of drow. Serve the Spider Queen with the wolf spider.
All right.
Kind of nervously shuffle, kind of like a smidgen back and behind Cazna. Like I'm not a sorceress. I don't know what to do.
Neither am I, but
Arcordan, you see in your hands, you feel a slight shift in feeling and weight. And the scroll that you were holding, it looks a little different. So you glance down at it, and you see it's actually abyssal writing, which you can read. And it seems like instructions on a different type of magic than you're used to. And then you guys look up. Cazna, you maybe go to ask him a question, you just don't see him anymore. But the portal does remain there, and the demons on the other side of it don't seem to notice you guys.
Our Corridan will just read the scroll.
All right, you turn to a female sorceress. No, I'm just playing. No, it does seem... It seems like a spell book of sorts, but it gives exact gestures and detailed words and different rituals of how to absorb the essence of a demon into yourself and gain its power. And also spells like Fireball, because that's always fun.
Oh, I know that spell.
once we cross this plane over into that world, how are we supposed to get our soldiers across? Are you going to help with that?
He's no longer there, but he said to send them. So I don't know.
The portal will stay open there?
Yeah, like he's gone and the portal's still open.
Okay, so we need to just bring our army back here.
Yep. Because you're about to own the whole city. He said he was going to kill all the other houses so that you could take them over and absorb their power. You're about to
All
be
right.
the most powerful drow house.
Woo.
I
Let's head
guess it's
back.
time to begin.
Very well.
Of course.
Just point me and I will swing and cut down your enemies.
As you guys walk off, this crazy weapons master sings to himself. Maybe in a better mood now that he's had some interesting meetings.
All right, guys, let's head home. We have work to do.